I'm sorry, this is going to be yet another quick session for 1 hour 30 minutes max, because if things go as I have planned tonight I have a pleasant surprise to all my viewers. So, getting back to the topic, I invite people, those who are watching the show, and my panelists and friends, those who want to join the show, to join, because today we are going to talk on a topic which actually has been the most misunderstood topic of all times. It's misunderstood because people expect chances, but how much justice do they do to that chance is the biggest question mark. And by giving chances, do we like fall down in our own eyes? Yes, these there are many controversy theories surrounding this topic, because every human being basically, हर कोई इंसान अपने जिंदगी में वो दोबारा एक मौका जरूर चाहेगा कि अपने जिंदगी में वापस जाके अपना जो है अपना नजरिया बदले, या फिर अपना जर्नी जो वो चल के आया है वो बदले. The topic today, Vishrut Bhai, is around the second chance and the importance of having this angle in our life. So, if you would like to join, I would definitely invite you on stream for your valuable comments around the same. Viewers, this is going to be another mind boggling session, because the topic itself is so deep and so huge that a couple of words will not do no justice to it. I request people to join, and in the meantime, let me go ahead and speak a little bit around the topic till I see actually viewers backstage, those who want to join. So, the main concept in the society, Geo or Ginedo, or like stay peaceful, stay calm, stay happy, stay composed. And that's the reason that most of the things that happen in our society today is well judged, well balanced, and like it goes on a smooth flow. The reason for me to pick up this topic here today is because we expect chances from others, but if we have to give ourselves that chance, we never do it. This is what is a myth in the society, and I would like to know the view of my viewers on the same. So I would like to leave the stage open now to the audience. And हाँ, अगर हम लोग इसके बारे में और दीर्घ से थोड़ा चर्चा करना शुरू करें, so the angle around which our perspectives are, the decisions we make in life, the timeline of the journey we embark in our life, and also the path we choose to become what we are. Somewhere or the other down the lane, we have done those mistakes, and here today on this platform, we can openly discuss how those mistakes either gave you a better perspective, a different journey, made you a better person, or how those mistakes left that scar on your mind, soul, heart, and body, which makes you go back and think of it over and over and over again. Vishrutji, I see you in the comment section. If you are interested to join, please join. Going ahead with the topic, I would request Priyanka ji as well, if you're backstage, or if you're watching this show, please come on the show. And second chance, according to the social terminologies of it, most of the people do generally get confused, may get confused today. What is the topic all about? But this topic here today is the topic of diversity, the different angles with which we can think about the issues, the problems, the concerns, and also the permutations and the combinations we do in our life. So, with this introduction to the show today, I will go ahead and take up questions. I will go ahead and ask questions to people. I will go ahead and make sure that this show happens to be a rocking show. And I request each and every one of you to continue supporting me, continue coming up with topics, and I will definitely take up the topics which you want me to take up. This is not my platform, this is our platform. This is the place where each of you can join and speak to your heart's content and actually make your voice felt. The biggest challenge in the society today is people want to speak, people want to express themselves, people want to actually make their voice presence and also make their perspective felt. But what happens is either we are not given that platform, either we don't have that platform, or we have the fear that we need to come on a platform with our camera on. These rules don't exist on my platform. You can come, you can join, you can put your perspective. We will discuss around it. We will have opinions on it, and we will also try and, if we can, the big word, if we can, we will try and find a solution around it. Because this pandemic, COVID 19, has caused so many problems to the common man, and one big problem which the common man currently faces is money. So, money, paying off loans, tensions, all these issues, especially the concept of money, has to be sorted out by you yourself. But yes, if there is any means wherein something can be done around it, we will definitely put our efforts to it. That, for example, if there is something to do with the EMI structure, or if there is something legally which can actually get you that breather, we will definitely work over it. We will ask inputs from experts and get back to you with answers. And yes, so this topic today is chosen because the first topic what I had on my show when I started my show was common man and his common problems. The second episode that we had was around disability or differently abled people, like Vishruji said yesterday. And then we had a topic on depression. And today I have chosen this topic of second chances because it is very, very important that in one's life, everyone has this opportunity wherein they have a platform to come discuss their problems, discuss the mistakes we have done, and let these mistakes be a lesson or a guide to people, those who may commit the same. In the words of Swami Vivekananda, the founder, I'm sure the founder of Ramakrishna Mission, if you are successful, you become a leader. But if you fail, you become a teacher. What he means here is the mistakes you commit can be a lesson to others. Some people, I would gauge myself in that as well, don't actually learn from others' mistakes. But yes, this noble thought of Swami Vivekananda that that if you are a winner, like if you are a leader, if you succeed, you become a leader, and if you fail, you become a teacher, is going to be the body of the show today. Anyone who wants to join, please join. I leave the stage open to all. The concepts that we take up here are would be around social causes. The concepts that we take over here would be around controversial causes. The controversial causes in the sense, let me make one point very clear over here today. Controversial causes in the sense that doesn't mean we will invite controversy on ourselves. Controversial causes, by the meaning of the word controversial causes, what I mean is that we will take up topics which are considered to be social taboos. We will take up topics which people consider insecure to speak. We will take up topics which people consider which people are not comfortable discussing with. We will actually go ahead and take up topics where people would not have a platform, rather would not have a stage to speak about it. We will take up topics where social, political, economical, cultural, and educational, motivational, emotional, all the angles will be discussed. So, giving you an introduction about how what is the show around today. The show Second Chance would be the choice of your topic, and everyone on the stream will discuss around the same. On that note, I would like to start with my angle of what second chance would I want, of what second chance would I want in my life. From my angle, if God would give me a second chance in my life, I would just ask God to actually rebuild the society in such a way where people stop making fun of people who come to them with their problems. On that note, I see Priyanka ji on the stage. Priyanka ji, the stage is all yours. You can start.
Thank you, Dhruva. Sorry, I think I was not able to uh, join on at 12 o'clock because there was a
No,
storm here and lights were switched off.
yeah,
So,
that
and
storm itself
phone was also.
yesterday. Yes, that storm itself yesterday got your phone switched off from a live stream, and I just wanted to give it a proper closure. Though you didn't join Priyanka ji, I'm so glad that Saumil ji and Gunjan ji joined on the show, and we were able to give it a beautiful closure. And my personal opinion, I was not on. I was not on the stream yesterday. I was on and off. I was on and off. I was popping around. I was popping. I was popping around. But when I went back and I
Mhm.
watched the stream, the topic went really good, and your experience around depression and the way each and every one of you got to the stream and explained around it and gave your point of views, the show was a different class together. So today's topic, Priyanka ji, is about second chance. What would you like to
Okay,
speak
okay.
about it?
Second chance in the I mean, if you get a second chance in life, or what? Uh, where second chance means um, I just want to talk clearly about
Second
it.
chance,
Second
nahi,
chance.
second chance in anything and everything.
Oh, second chance. Oh, yes, I would definitely. I heard few words which you were saying. Definitely, I would like to change laws first of all. I would, because how all people are suffering, the way people are suffering, and uh, um, छोटी छोटी बातों के लिए आपको सालों सालों तक लॉज में आप गोल गोल घूमते रहते हो. So this is what I want to change, and people should get justice on time, and people should at least know importance of justice. That is really important.
Priyanka ji, your voice is breaking.
Oh yes, so that is what I want to change because people don't know importance of justice. They don't want to fight actually. अगर कुछ गलत भी हो जाता है तो ठीक है, ओके, इट हैज हैपेंड, इट्स डन, ठीक है, हो गया. But sometimes you have to take a call, so that is really important.
Call in the sense.
Call in the sense like you have to fight for yourself, you have to fight for others also. So second chance, I would definitely like to change and bring revolution so that people's life can become easy. They can get justice easily. That is what I will want.
Okay. And getting back to your topic yesterday, you
Yes.
actually disconnected half stream. Would you want to add anything in and around the topic?
uh, First of all, thanks for your patience that आप इतना कंसिडर कर रहे हो इन चीज़ों को. और डिप्रेशन is a is a disorder. It is not a disease. It's a mental disorder which happens. And आपने जैसे कल डिस्क्राइब किया था, and I have also been into depression from वेरी यंग एज, आप 4 साल की उम्र ही मान लो, क्योंकि मैंने नॉर्मल लाइफ एक्चुअली कभी देखी नहीं है, देखी नहीं थी. नाउ आई एम trying to cope up with situations, and now I know what I want to do. So these are the things. And डिप्रेशन, लोग बोलते हैं कुछ नहीं होता है, डिप्रेशन होता है, और डिप्रेशन एक बहुत बड़ा मेंटल डिसऑर्डर है. अगर इसको आप टाइम पे नहीं डील कर पाओगे, देन it becomes a monster. It's actually a termite which eats you inside. It eats you, and you don't know what to do, because एक्चुअली जो अब वो होता है ना कि जो पर्सन, मान लो आप एक खाई में गिर चुके हो, वहां पे अंधेरा है, यू डोंट नो आपको निकलना कैसे है उसमें से, आपको नहीं पता चलता कि उसमें से आप कैसे बाहर निकलोगे. तो डिप्रेशन आज के टाइम में एक ऐसी बीमारी है जो काफी लोगों को है, खुद लोग एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते, और सोसाइटी भी एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती, और हमारे पास में डिप्रेशन के प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट्स नहीं है. सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये है, बहुत से लोग ऐसे हैं जो बन के बैठे हुए हैं डॉक्टर्स, और अपनी शॉप्स उन्होंने, बट दे आर नॉट certified for depression and all, and they charge you so high. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, they charge you so high, they make you fool, they give you unnecessary tablets, and sometimes situation becomes more worse. They don't know how to counsel parents, they don't know how to deal with the person. Schools are not properly not prepared for all this. So इट्स एक्चुअली, एंड आने वाले टाइम में ये बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होगा, स्पेशली in areas where already education system is hampered, where already conveyance and travel and transport or the latest technology is not available. People are already cut off from the modern changes. There will be, it will be a big issue over there to handle, because their society is already not prepared for a disease like, or a disorder like depression. Schools are not prepared, even teachers are not prepared. So it will be a big challenge for in coming days for रूरल एरियाज एंड ऑल, बिकॉज उनको तो भैया डिप्रेशन तो उनको लगता ही नहीं, उनको तो लगता है इसमें भूत आ गया है, उनका सोच ही अलग है. उनको लगता है इसमें भूत आ गया है, कोई कोई साया इसके पीछे पड़ गया है, ऐसा बोल होता है, मैंने बहुत बार सुना भी है. सो वहां पे तो होल लॉट ऑफ स्टोरी एंड टेंजेंट इज एट अनदर लेवल. सो it's a very difficult thing to deal with, because it's I mean, in starting, you yourself do not know what is depression. आपको खुद ही पता नहीं होता है कि डिप्रेशन होता क्या है. आप नहीं जानते इसको डील करना, कि ये डिप्रेशन है क्या चीज, आपको खुद ही नहीं मालूम होता है कि आप एक ऐसे जाल में फंसते जा रहे हो जहां पर आप नहीं हैंडल कर सकते. यू आर सो ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट, अरे नहीं मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ है, मैं तो नॉर्मल हूँ. बट every day and for years you struggle, and you still don't get answer. You still are not, you are still not able to cope up with the situation. सो डिप्रेशन एक ऐसी चीज है, आप डिप्रेशन के आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स, इनफैक्ट आई एम हैंडलिंग इट फ्रॉम वेरी यंग एज. अब 4 साल की उम्र में ही अगर आप सेक्सुअली अब्यूज हो रहे हो, तो आपने नॉर्मल लाइफ तो देखी ही क्या होगी. ये तो मैं अब महसूस करती हूँ कि मैंने बहुत स्ट्रगल देखा है लाइफ में, बिकॉज मैं तो उसको अपना लाइफ ही मान चुकी थी कि यही मेरी जिंदगी है शायद. एंड यू नो एवरीथिंग अबाउट मी, सो uh, it's difficult. You
It's
you think that.
It's actually
You
difficult,
think that,
yes.
yes, because you have sleepless nights, you keep on taking tablets, and डॉक्टर बोलता है नींद लो नींद लो नींद लो. अरे कैसे नींद लें भाई, नींद आती नहीं है तो लोगे कैसे नींद? आप स्लीपिंग पिल्स भी नहीं ले सकते. आप स्लीपिंग पिल्स लोगे, आपको स्लीपिंग पिल्स की आदत पड़ सकती है, आपको नींद नहीं आएगी, आपको उल्टे सीधे थॉट्स आते हैं. मेरा ऑफिस जाना मुश्किल होता था, बिकॉज जब मैं सुबह 4 बजे अगर मैं सो रही हूँ तो मैं सुबह 8 o'clock उठूं कैसे, आफ्टर 4 आवर्स, और मुझे 9 o'clock ऑफिस रिपोर्ट करना होता था. मेरा मुंह पूरा स्वेल हुआ होता था. तो मुझे देख के, सो मेरे को मुझे देख के लोग बोल देते थे कि मैम, देयर इज सम इशू इन योर पर्सनल लाइफ, you have some issue, you hide it, but we can guess that there is some issue in your personal life because your face is swollen all the time, your eyes are swollen all the time. And because since I never, एक्चुअली मैं आपको सच बताऊं तो मैंने ढंग की नींद शायद 30-35 साल से ली नहीं होगी. मैं अगर याद करूँ ना, तो मैंने शायद नींद ली ही नहीं है.
I understand your concern. I understand your concept, Priyanka ji. So, Gunjan ji, I would now request you to go ahead and speak around that one opportunity, that one chance, which you would want to change something in you, which will help you grow up once again.
So, when the second chance word comes to my mind, I just remember like from age 15 to 22, I was encountered with these abuses and violence, and tried multiple attempts of killing myself. So, the final thing was when I was in my second year of college, I said, like, now it's all done, and I jumped from a building. And my brain, like, it was actually the entire building came to know that something has fallen down, and there were 14 stitches that were supposed to be constructed. uh, Seeing that condition of mine, my mom fainted. And that was the kind of an indication. I would have continued, tried to attempt myself, because whenever I used to do something, I used to feel that now I will not be in this world. I would have, this pain would have gone. um so when I saw my mom in that condition, I realized that, does she deserve all this? She is so helpless right now. And my mom asked me this thing, that you have to promise me one thing, that you'll never do this. So that was a kind of an instance. I would have actually kept on uh, begrudging my life and saying that this life is to be taken away. Maybe I would have not stopped at killing myself if I would not have seen my mother's face that time. And that time I saw myself in the mirror, and I told myself, maybe God wants me to suffer. And I took a very wrong decision at that point of time. At the age of 23, I said, after my college I will get married. Today when I look back, one good thing is that when I look at my mom's face, I feel that I would never commit suicide. But the decision of getting married and leaving one abusive relationship and jumping to another abusive relationship, that was one mistake I would always want to change. That I would want to give myself the second chance, that never anyone should try and escape a situation. And you'll always find that one person who will always listen to you and understand you. Maybe that one person I did not find, and I took a very impulsive decision that I want to get married and I want to leave this family. And things didn't stop after that. So if I would have actually calmed myself, and proper medication and proper support system would have been given to me to understand that this is a temporary phase, and with medication and support everything will be okay. But I took a decision, a hasty decision of getting married, and then things didn't stop. So I could have given myself a second chance by stopping at that, and saying that no, let me focus on my life, and not do this impulsive decision of moving out of this house in this manner. So I think that second chance I would want to always give myself.
Okay, before I give you my comments, Gunjanji, let me go ahead and first tell you this is a very generic comment. You should not feel offended or you should not feel bad that I'm doing this. But this comment goes like this. A learned person once said, when the water is boiling, you cannot see a reflection in it. So, any problem, any tension that comes to us through this platform, what I would humbly request everyone who's watching the show today is, when you are either in the state of confusion, anger, disbelief, or the frame of mind wherein your mind is not logically relaxed and comforted, do not go for any decision. Because if you actually are in a state of disbelief and confusion, your mind will never like channelize or streamline itself towards a decision. What will happen over there is उधर क्या होता है, हम लोग खुद confusion में decision क्या लेंगे. See, the second chance you wanted in your life, what you feel today, what I would put it across is that when your life becomes a lesson to someone else, you should propagate it in such a way that the mistake I made in my life was took a decision in haste, took a decision in anxiety, took a decision under confusion. Don't do that,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Priyanka ji, your inputs, please.
Uh, well, there is no decision which is wrong. We take decision whatever presence of mind we have at that time. So I don't think that there are decisions that we take wrong until and unless we don't hurt someone else. We are not selfish. We don't have any selfish motive. Uh, no decision is wrong because if we talk about our history also, if we talk about Ramayana, Mahabharata, there were few decisions that were taken at that time, and if we talk about them today, we find that a lot of decisions were wrong. So nothing is wrong until and unless you are not selfish or you don't have your personal own agenda. Whatever decision you take, it's, and if you take some uh, decision for your own defense, then it is always good because you have to save yourself also a lot of times. So that's what I wanted to say.
Exactly. See, I understand the concern and the importance of the statement that you just made. But to add on to it, the reason I had this show today is because at certain point, certain age, certain situation, certain sequence in our life, we all have done that one mistake, which we would now, if we fall back on and think, we would want an opportunity to discuss it out so that others don't repeat it. So basically, people learn out of it or people try to implement it into their life is left to them. But at the end of the day, human life is considered to be a learning curve in every turn. So let's all try and learn from each other and try and make ourselves powerful, strong, and like feel safe and secure so that we would have a better perspective, we would have a better angle, and we would have a better goal for our future. Because social, there is a lot of negativity these days spread everywhere, and the only way to counter negativity is a positive angle, a positive approach, and a positive mindset. Now people might be telling that having a positive mindset that doesn't mean so many things xyz, but at the end of the day, At least if you think that you want to start, I believe 20% of the job is done. And a beautiful comment has been flashed by Anshur Velji. Speaking on locus of control, impulsive control, these skills like financial skills, that is trading, need to be taught in schools. Exactly, yes. These skills need to be taught in schools. The only question what I would want to ask through my platform here today to my viewers is, in 1930s, if someone said that you would be able to sit at some other place and see some other person who is living hundreds of miles away from you, no one would have believed it. If someone would have said back in the times of the Indus Valley civilization that you will be able to fly in a giant iron subject or a body which will take you from one place to another in the least span of time, if someone back then would have said that we will have certain technologies with us wherein a lot of positive developments will happen in ourselves, and we will have means of communication wherein our voice will reach to any part of the globe without you physically actually having to move, no one would have believed you, and people would have made fun of you. So the evolution from the
That's right.
table, no, from the evolution from the table phone to the mobile phone and now to the smartphone and all the gadgets, the evolution from that box, we used to call it Dabba TV, to the smart TV, to the LED, the LCDs, and whatever is there in the society today. The evolution from the Dabba kind of computer to the compact computers which are available today, and the size of the laptops and the weight of the batteries, etc., etc., and the designs in the cars also which have evolved. My only question is, when I was in my KG class, we had 60 students in the class, and now when I go for workshop for kids, we have 60 students in the class. Why is it that our education system has not evolved? So the second chance which I would want in my life is a better education system for the society, wherein the kid is asked what you like to do rather than dictate to him what you want him to do, him or her to do. This would be the second chance, if God gives me, I would want to implement in my life. I'd like to have your comments, please. Gunjanji, we go with you.
So true. Actually, this is the kind of things that is forced onto the kids. The peer pressure is so much that parents want the aspirations of theirs, that they have given birth to this child. So now this child is like a puppet to them. The kind of even the suicides that happened is like the child doesn't want to do something, but that child has to do it because the parents want, okay, I should get 98%, 99% marks. So the life of child is revolved around the parents only, the expectation, the half of the life the child is just going on thinking that how can I keep my parents happy. They're investing so much money on me. So those kind of peer pressures do, like the child is not living their own lives. And the education system, actually, yes, I am. And plus I want to bring this thing also to the notice of many people, that once a year there's always a good touch bad touch program that is done. Everybody says that children should be made aware about people outside their lives. I this is my personal experience. Once a year, I used to always fear that nobody in my school should see me cry. But once a year, it takes me back to that time when I encountered during my teenage years, when I did not know about physical intimacy, all those things. But there are kids who are very small at the age of 3. They get molested, and there's no one to talk about these things. Education system can do these workshops, but how practically they are doing on ground level. You can do workshops, you can tutor parents. When parents are hitting their own children, how can a child go, and who should a child go and tell it to? I as a teacher can see that the child is being hit in front of me by the father. I can complain, but the child is being harassed to that level that the child doesn't know where to go. Your parents are the first person focal point where you feel very secure. But when you get threat from that place also, where will the child go? I can complain to the police, the child is being tutored. नहीं नहीं, मेरे मम्मा पापा ने ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया है. So where is this society heading towards? When you're not even secure in your own family, where will that 3-year-old child or a 2-year-old child go and tell that I am feeling threatened by my parents? I cannot, um, I don't want to take bath with my mom or my dad. I feel threatened. That child doesn't even know what body functions are. So education system needs to really work a lot for these age groups. These are the nurturing years. I feel that we really need to do a lot for these fragile age groups. These are the building years of somebody's life. You can make it or you can break it. We have examples who whose life have been broken because they are like plants. You, if in during the budding years you have actually ruptured their entire personality, people will not, the society is not going to have a good citizenship or good humans. बिकॉज हम अगर अंदर से ही टूटे हुए हैं, हम आपको क्या अच्छा देंगे? हम आपको बुरा ही तो देंगे. सो सोसाइटी की रिफ्लेक्शन बन रहे हैं हम लोग. अगर हमें चाइल्डहुड ईयर्स में ही इतना करवाहट दे दोगे, हम आगे अपने बच्चों को क्या देंगे? We will give what society has given us. So as educationists, as a society, we really need to do a lot, I feel.
Absolutely, I agree with your point, Gunjan ji. Priyanka ji, your take, please.
As we already have discussed that childhood traumas are, they are irreparable. Though we say that by counseling and all, or if we uh, do treatments on time, they are repaired. No, they are not repaired. As per research, also, childhood traumas, if they are not dealt at time, they can never be repaired. And what I want if I get a second chance, I want three things. The life of children should be safe in India.
Okay. Second thing. Oh my God. We missed Priyanka ji. Priyanka ji sometimes comes up, not sometimes, most of the times comes up with awesome topics. Okay.
Yeah.
We have her back. Yeah, Priyanka ji,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So life of children should be safe in India. Second, the laws and reforms should be very, very stringent, because आप तो एक बार किसी को सेक्सुअली हैरेस कर देते हो, बट वो सजा उसके खुद के लिए जिंदगी भर की सजा है. तो आप जो सेक्सुअली हैरेस करता है वो तो बच्चे को हैरेस करता है, तो आई थिंक 3 साल की सजा है शायद हुआ. एम आई राइट?
7 साल है.
हाँ, मैंने पढ़ा था 3 से 7 साल है, पर 7 साल भी कम ही है. अब जैसे कि आई वाज डिस्कसिंग दैट अ गर्ल वाज शी इज गॉट प्रेग्नेंट, 12-year-old गर्ल. तो अब तो उसके लिए तो वो जिंदगी भर की सजा है ना. वो बच्चा भी है, वो खुद 12 साल की है और वो प्रेग्नेंट होके उसको बच्चा भी हो गया है. और वो जो आदमी है वो 32 years का है, उसकी वाइफ उसको बचाने में लगी हुई है कि इसकी सजा कम कर दो. सजा तो होनी ही नहीं चाहिए. सेंटेंस डेथ सेंटेंस सिंपल. तो अगर क्राइम किया है तो उसकी सजा बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट होनी चाहिए, तभी एग्जाम्पल सेट होता है. सो आई वांट दैट लॉज शुड बी वेरी वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट. और जो ये सजा देने का पैटर्न है ना, ये भी चेंज होना चाहिए. आप सजा तो उसने की है, किसी को तो जिंदगी भर की सजा दी है, आपने उसको 1 मिनट में फांसी भी दे दिया, खत्म. कोई इस तरह का कड़क सजा दो आप उनको कि मतलब ये मेरा मानना है, मैं ऐसा सोचती हूँ कि कोई अलग तरह की सजा होनी चाहिए, या तो वो कंप्लीटली उनको रियलाइज हो जाए, वो चेंज हो जाए, और ऐसे किसी जगह भेज दो जहाँ पे जमीन पूरी बंजर हो और खेती करने को बोलो, और खेती कराते रहो और 4 रोटी लटका दो सामने, और उनको बोलो ये तभी मिलेगी जब तू पसीन अपना कड़क करेगा. क्योंकि लोग ऐश और अय्याशी में इतने खो चुके हैं ना कि उनको कॉमन मैन रोटी कैसे कमाता है और अपने बच्चों को कैसे पालता है वो उनको पता नहीं है. They don't know. जो whatever happening in Maharashtra, it's for money. They sell girls, they sell little children, uh, they sell drugs, they ruin life of youngsters by selling drugs and all. They trap them. So laws should be very very strict. और थर्ड थिंग है, करप्शन खत्म होना चाहिए देश से, क्योंकि हर एक चीज की जड़ ही करप्शन है. तो मुझे जब चांस मिलेगा तो मैं ये तीन चीज चाहती हूँ, एंड आई एम वर्किंग ऑल्सो ऑन इट. सो these are the
Like what
things which
exactly?
I want.
Nahin, nahin, like what exactly are you doing?
I am doing two, three things, like uh, to save girls, because the structure at the base to deal a rape victim or a sexually assaulted child, the base structure is totally pathetic. We don't know how to deal with them. We just don't know. We are so rude to them. उनसे ऐसे सवाल पूछे जाते हैं. लेडी से भी ऐसे ऐसे सवाल, या लेडी भी नहीं, लड़कों के साथ भी होता है. उस तरह के सवाल पूछे जाते हैं जो बेसलेस है. कई बार तो पुलिस स्टेशंस में ही पूरे लॉज का पता नहीं होता, उन्हें खुद ही नॉलेज नहीं होता है. सो आई वांट टू क्रिएट माय ओन टीम ऑफ प्रोटेक्शन ऑफिसर्स और प्रोटेक्शन वॉलंटियर्स, जो जाएंगे अगर कहीं हमें पता चलता है कि कहीं पे रेप हुआ है. सो आई वांट दैट अ टीम शुड बी क्रिएटेड जो इन रेप विक्टिम्स की केयर करे, उनकी तो आई एम वर्किंग ऑन इट. सो लेट्स सी क्या होता है. एंड दूसरा, जो सिस्टम में बहुत बड़ा फॉल्ट है गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम में, वो है कि इनकी जॉब रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज ओपन की जानी चाहिए. हर एक ऑफिसर की जॉब रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज क्या क्या हैं वो वेबसाइट पर ओपन होनी चाहिए, हर गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट पर, सो दैट वी नो कि इनके काम क्या क्या है. हमें तो पता ही नहीं होता है किसका काम क्या है. वी कांट क्वेश्चन देम. They work for us. They serve us. They are made to serve us, but we don't know what are their job responsibilities. So that has to be there, so that we can question them कि ये काम नहीं हुआ है तो क्यों नहीं हुआ है, होना चाहिए. एंड गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट्स की तो खैर हालत ही बहुत खराब है. वी कांट टॉक इवन. अगर आज के टाइम में आपके साथ में कुछ गलत हो जाता है, आप, like I was talking about corruption, I searched corruption bureau's number, I called them 4 times, nobody picked up my call. There was no one. दो नंबर तो, तीन चार नंबर दिया हुआ है, उसमें से दो नंबर तो काम ही नहीं करते हैं. दो नंबर ही चलते थे बस, दो नंबर तो काम ही नहीं करते थे. तो या तो नंबर डालो मत या उनको ठीक कर दो.
Your phone utao. No,
So
absolutely, I agree with your point. But one thing I would like to really differ with you over here is, see, child abuse, child trauma, yeah. And I would say it is a 50-50 scenario. Because most of the times what happens is, Priyanka, with all due respect to you, I know your entire story and also I know the pains that you have gone through. But according to what Vilji says, and Ashnur Velji says, I sometimes I agree to her point as well. See, because what happens is, if you find the right person who can guide you to how to come out of the mindset, there is definitely an option. See, what happens is, I don't want to like hurt anybody's sentiments, feelings, or emotions here. But the fact is, द व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द माइंड, नो, जिसके ऊपर गुजरती है सिर्फ वो जानता है. ये एक पहलू है. पर जो होता है, अगर जिसके ऊपर गुजरी है वो जानता है जितना सच है, जो आदमी उसको मार्ग दिखाता है ना, वो भी उतना ही सच है, अगर वो उसको सही तरीके से बात के जड़ तक जाके उसका सॉल्यूशन निकाले. सी व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इन योर चाइल्डहुड, लेट मी टेल, I will not tell that incident here because once we are done with this session, I'll speak to you on it. Let me tell you about something which will help you correct. on a general term. See, 90% of the child abuses that happen is someone has misused, like some child abuse has happened in the sense some sexual abuse might have happened, physical abuse might have happened, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, there might be n number of reasons. But the biggest thing that happens is, and the people, those who are here to be blamed at times, is the family itself. Because 85% of the cases of child abuse happens within the family members itself. And the answer to this may be that trauma, you can come out of that trauma is once you become a responsible adult, once you have that responsibility and that sense of understanding, if you are able to like protect another little kid from getting abused, or if you get that opportunity to take an action against him and get him behind bars, that gives you satisfaction. So the most important thing that happens is here in this context is it depends on the mindset of the person, and also it depends on the situation of the person, and it depends on the depth and the, what is that word, वो गहराई, वो प्रॉब्लम कितनी गहरी थी और प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली में क्या है. Because in my career as giving workshops and speaking to people and like talking to so many people around, one thing what I have realized is gradually with the progress of time, people do change. But that one reason for the change, or that one reason for him to turn from negative to positive, that is very, very important. I have another gentleman here on the stream. Welcome, Vishrut Bhai. Your comments, please.
Hi everyone. I think let the ladies speak first, and I will come in later.
Okay. Priyanka ji, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what Valji was saying, I mean, where he was saying that he differs from me, or where you differs,
See. No one
huh.
is differing from you, Priyanka ji. But what the
Mm-hmm.
content what has come over here is like when it is depression, also it can be cured. If it is childhood trauma as well, if the right kind of counseling is given, it can be
That's
cured.
what see, that is what I'm saying from very beginning, that if you get proper counseling, or we have proper counseling offices, or we have proper departments for counseling everywhere. Like, I have spoken it at length yesterday also, that even at school level we don't have counselors in every school, right? I'm not talking about sexual harassment only. I'm talking about any kind of uh, reason which leads to depression. It's not only sexual harassment, it can be domestic violence also. Sometimes there is violence in schools as well, right? So we should have a proper network to deal with it. Our society is also not prepared, even parents are also not prepared, schools are not prepared. So that's what I was telling, that there should be a proper network for all these things.
I do agree. I do agree with this. And yeah, Vishrut ji,
Okay.
Bade bhai, I think I have someone in the stream today. I think I have someone in the stream today whose thought process exactly matches yours. Can you please read this comment? Because the first person when I read this comment on a positive note, who I thought would relate to this is you. Your comments, please.
Okay, that's good. That's good. See, depression bolo, maybe usme tha. I have been through everything. What Gunjan is saying, what Priyanka is saying. And first thing, this is my observation. So ladies, do not take me in a wrong way. You are, what has happened to you in the past. Like, as a girl, I went through this. Something happened to me. Why are you considering? My first question to you both is, why are you considering yourself as a woman, as a weak woman? अगर कोई मर्द करता है तो सोसाइटी में अभी इंडिया में है कि ओके करता है तो ठीक है, but किसी औरत का होता है कि like, you know, if someone takes a nude picture of a man, then that's fine, you know,
नहीं
nude
सर,
picture.
मैंने ऐसा वी आई एम वी सी आई एम नॉट शोइंग दैट आई एम वीक. I'm just telling, I'm just giving an example, and if I would have been weak, I would not have taken action against those people.
Correct. So it
So
was great.
sharing a story, plus sharing story in detail doesn't mean that I'm weak. I'm giving incidences so that people are able to relate. क्योंकि ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं, मैंने तो अभी बोला है कि सेक्सुअल अब्यूज जो है वो लड़के के साथ भी होता है. मेरे खुद के
अभी
सामने ऐसे बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स आए
मेरे
हैं मेरे
साथ भी
कंपनी
हुआ
में.
है भाई, मेरे साथ भी हुआ है. ठीक है,
हाँ,
ठीक है.
तो
So
ये
not
हम
to,
जो बात कर रहे हैं ये सारी लड़कियों की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम तो एक ओवरऑल बात कर रहे हैं. अब ये डिप्रेशन है वो खाली लड़की को तो नहीं हो सकता.
नहीं सबको होता है डिप्रेशन. अगेन इज अ स्टेट ऑफ माइंड. जो ये जो था, किसी ने अभी फ्लैश किया था ना, ध्रुवा, यू हैव फ्लैश्ड. It's a state of mind where you talk to yourself in your brain and why it has happened to me. Okay, and you don't speak it
यस.
out. Like एक है कि brain के अंदर, you know, if I'll give you a kind of a you know, a hypothetical scenario where if I come and if I meet you, you know, I do some dirty stuff to you which you have not expected out of me, and vice versa. ठीक है? Okay. So I'm
जी.
equally giving importance to equal, you know, genders here. तो हुआ
नहीं
तो
नहीं, ये तो
then if you don't,
नहीं सर. मैं
you keep it in your mind and assume that you are like, you know, 7-year-old or 10-year-old, and it has happened to me. That's why I am relating, and that's why I'm telling you how I overcome out of it. Nothing bad has happened. When I say sexually abused, in the sense that, you know, touching, you know, and that too by the other gender. Believe me or not, okay, up to you. But I went through that phase where you know, there are different, you know, a woman sort of abused me, and then I was very, like, you know, around like 7 years old or 8 years old, and she was around like 13, 14, you know, so kind of a menstrual phase where you tend to have that sort of feelings, correct? Now I am in my 40s now. So I did not tell my mother, and I was just thinking, what the hell is happening? What is she trying to do? You know, why is she touching me here and there and whatnot? You know, why am I getting these senses and this and that? So that was there, and it lasted for around maybe, like, you know, 3 or 4 incidents in like 2 months time, and then obviously they moved out of the apartment, so which was a good thing, you know, luckily. But I kept it in my mind. I kept like, you know, pondering to say, what was that, like, you know, why would she do that to me, and why would, you know, what is that, you know, why she was asking me to show whatever, you know, and why she was showing me what I never asked for. So that was, you know, it's kind of a phase of life, but I kept it in my mind, and it has impacted me until I was like, you know, 20. In my college time, you know, I had all the feelings for girls, and you know, say, okay, yep, now I'm grown up. I have that hormonal change or whatever you call it. फिर you know, मैं हिंदी में भी बात करूंगा, ध्रुवा, because you know there might be some people who understands Hindi. You know, they may not appreciate English.
Absolutely, absolutely, Vishrut bhai. But Vishrut bhai, before you continue, I just beg to differ just for a second here. Priyanka ji, I am actually blessed. I would not disclose who it is, but there is someone on the show here today who wanted me to share some documents with you. I've just WhatsApped it to you. Kindly have a look at it once the show is over. Vishrut ji, please go ahead.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go for a long. So when I grew up, I said you know, this is what it is, and I fell in whatever you call it, a one-sided love or whatever the case may be. Infatuation बोलो वो टाइम पे होता है, right? Everyone कि हाँ, this is the person. So that happened, and then that other girl, you know, which I was infatuated with, she got married and so on. And then I came here after my uni. I never worked in India or Bharat. I came here, and then I just forgot about it, you know. So then I met few people around here and there, you know. So that's how I sort of changed, and you know, my mindset, like it was in my everything that happened to me in my childhood, it slowly started to fade. So now, in a hindsight, when I think about it, I still remember. So it is again in your bigger brain, as I said the other day, Dhruva, that you know whatever happened, it is stored on my actual memory, you know, on the hard drive. But it started with my lower lobe of my brain to say, okay, what has happened? And I was so curious, and it is still pinching. Okay, this has happened to you. You have to remember. So what I'm doing right now is I have a daughter. Okay, I am trying to educate her. Back then, talking about sex, okay, you know, sex, bolo na, okay, sex is a word for gender as well, right? What is your sex? Agar sex, bolo, if you know, Priyanka, you would understand. I don't know which year you were born, but I am 80 born, you know, and I don't know about Gunjan, but अपने वहां पे वो टाइम पे if you are from 80s to 90s, it was still the same. अगर कोई sex बोले word, so it is kind of a taboo. Oh, ये तो क्या गंदी गंदी बात कर रहा है, you know.
Right. That's absolutely right.
है ना? So sex,
Yeah.
the intention is not about actual, you know, the intercourse or जो भी जो technical terms है यहाँ पे. It is about the gender के what is your sex. मैं यहाँ पे आया ना तब भी मेरे को था कि फॉर्म भरना था जॉब के लिए, वहाँ पे था सेक्स, क्योंकि आई नेवर वर्कड इन इंडिया. ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ पे मैंने क्लीनिंग की जॉब की, यू नो. फर्स्ट जैसे मैं आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट, सो आई हैड टू व्हाटएवर जॉब केम फर्स्ट, यू नो, आई हैड टू मेक मनी एंड यू नो आई हैड टू पे ऑफ माय फीस एंड सो ऑन. तो उसमें था कि फर्स्ट नेम लास्ट नेम ब्ला 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 एड्रेस और सेक्स लिखा था. तो मैंने अपने मेरे दोस्त को बोला कि जो यहाँ से 2 साल पहले रह रहा था, तो ही वाज लाइक 2 ईयर यू नो सीनियर टू मी. बोला क्या है ये क्या है यार, ये क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस सेक्स, you know, क्योंकि कॉलेज टाइम पे भी नहीं था. कॉलेज टाइम पे भी कोई देयर वाज नो फॉर्म एज सच व्हिच शुड हैव द थिंग. इट वाज अ जेंडर ओवर देयर इन इंडिया कि जेंडर क्या है, मेल या फीमेल. यहाँ पे मैंने देखा कि सेक्स मेल या फीमेल. तो मैं ऐसा हो गया कि ओए तेरी ये क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस, लाइक यहाँ पे क्यों ऐसा सेक्स लिखा है. So then then I grew up to that, and now obviously it's been a very long time, you know, 22 years, 21 years almost. I've been living here. So you know, ये चीज है कि इंडिया में काफी सारी जगह है और काफी सारे सराउंडिंग्स है where they are trying to suppress, and that is all thanks to rather to this you know caste system. जो ब्रिटिश जो थे उनको, पोर्टुगीज थे, फ्रेंच थे, उनको दे ऑलरेडी न्यू कि इनके अंदर ये टैबू है, तो करो. मुंबई में जाओगे तो मुंबई इज एज गुड एज मेलबर्न और एनी अदर वेस्टर्न सिटीज दैट यू गो. ठीक है, अहमदाबाद में अभी जाओगे तो अहमदाबाद इज नाउ इवन ग्रोइंग वेयर आई कम फ्रॉम. तो वहां पे भी मैं अभी रिसेंटली गया था 2 साल 3 साल पहले, बिफोर ऑब्वियसली कोविड. तो वहां पे यानी एवरीवन, यू नो, सारे लोग हैविंग यू नो स्मोक. गर्ल स्मोक करे तो वो तेरी स्मोक करती है, ये तो लड़की. लड़के भी, अब मेरे को छुप छुप के करना पड़ता था. नाउ माय पेरेंट्स आर कूल. शराब पीता था तो कहते थे ये कैसे, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली गुजरात में तो वो है. डिस्पाइट ऑफ द ब्लडी हाईएस्ट सेल इन लिकर इन एंटायर इंडिया, द हाईएस्ट सेल इज इन गुजरात, ब्लैक मार्केट में. So all these things, you know, that's why I say that I use my brain. I have always used my brain ever since I came to consciousness, and that was one of the reasons that I did not say that ये लड़की मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों कर रही थी, why she was doing this to me, why that, why not, you know, all those questions. Then I got my answers as I grew up. ठीक है, So what I'm doing as a second chance, which I am implementing as we speak in my daughter, that she does not have any surprises. अगर कोई उसको मैंने अभी से बोल रखा है कि she's 8 years old, she understands the F word. यहाँ पे सारे लड़के लड़कियां जो भी है यहाँ पे around like 6 or 7 years of age, she's in grade 2. They know about F word, they know about the C word, they know about the P word, everything they know. So it is not so अनकॉमन कि कोई भी आके ऐसे कहेगा कि ओके इंडिया में अभी भी होता है आई एम डेड श्योर सर्टेन प्लेसेस कि कोई स्कूल की लड़की होती है 11th standard या 12th standard when they are grown up and then they produce something they have their structure so wo they can make them fool and then they say okay yeah but only in certain, not everywhere. When I was young in my school, it was almost everywhere in Ahmedabad. किसी को कुछ नहीं पता था और मैं I was naive that I was exposed to this thing way before my maturity, when I should have been exposed to. Okay, मैं 13 साल का होता तो I might have enjoyed it, right? But when I was like 7 or 8 and the girl was 13, 14, twice my age almost. तो इट वाज काइंड ऑफ ये क्या है मैं वो गोटियां खेलता था वो पत्ते होते थे वो पिक्चर के होते थे ना आई डोंट नो इफ यू गाइस हैव एवर प्लेड इट वाज मोर ऑफ अ गैम्बल बट विदाउट एनी मॉनेटरी वैल्यू यू हैव टू बाय दोज कार्ड्स जो मूवीज के होते थे अमिताभ बच्चन ये वगैरह वगैरह दैट वाज माय पैशन like I have to do I will play this and that and मुझे उससे भी डांट मेरी मार पड़ा है वो तब. So this is sort of my story in kind of a nutshell. So what I'm saying is second chance is what you go in your hindsight. क्या हुआ है आपके साथ, क्या गलत हुआ है which you think it's the wrong thing, and our brain is very capable enough to say okay this is right and this is wrong. If I say Gunjan, Priyanka, you look so hot, as an example, okay? It is up to you what my intentions are. अगर मैं hot बोलता हूँ तो सब कोई सोचेगा कि ये साला flirt कर रहा है. यानी he has some end intention is to have a relationship, physical relationship. कोई बोलेगा कि okay it's a compliment. See, there's a difference. The mindset, that's why we have to open up our mindset. Whatever has happened in our past, we have to sort of ignore that. And then you have to see an individual, and wo power women mein sabse zyada hai. And I admit that, my wife is so smart. And you would agree, right, Priyanka and Gunjan, both of you, that women के अंदर कोई भी अगर आपको गंदी नजर से देखेगा अभी, now, I'm not talking about your childhood, but right now, at your age, you would know who is talking, like who has got right intention and who has got wrong intentions. Correct?
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Because
Yeah,
it's sixth sense,
I think
which
message
develops.
yeah, even through messages, like messages के through भी you have that thing. For mail, I'm telling you, कि mail के अंदर अगर कोई if you respond to me or something, and this is what I've studied, like this is my कोई psychology का वो नहीं हूँ, but I think that we are our own psychologists or psychiatrists by ourselves. So that is what I do it all the time to say okay some कोई मैसेज करता है तो मुझे वो भी पता चलता है अभी I'm trying to learn कि ये कोई औरत है maybe from workplace हो या through whatever this social media whatever they say okay कैसे हो how are you I like your photo and this and that and you look hot and this and that. So I can feel the that emotions behind that message, and same thing happens exactly. And when you talk to that person, you would then validate कि हाँ इसने मेरे को बोला है कि प्रियंका you look so hot, you looked so hot on that channel, or Gunjan, I saw your picture, you look so sexy. you know, तो वो सारा थोड़ा different हो
Yes.
जाता है, you know, then you would know, and then फिर वो respond कर देता thank you, then if I go back and back and back and back, and that's why you know, things will build up and say, okay, this guy is bloody Turkey, or this lady is a Turkey, in a way. Or then how you want to approach that particular individual, it is up to us. And then if something goes wrong, it is up to us to blame ourselves. ये मेरा है और ये मेरे साथ हुआ भी है, वो मैं डिटेल में नहीं बनाऊंगा क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स पर्सनल लाइफ, यू नो, कि वो it is up to us to blame that, okay, yep, I got fooled, next time I have to be sort of more careful. And that's how I have learned, and that's how I always learn every single moment of my life. Whatever I see, I tend to ask question कि ये पेड़ क्यों हला, you know, as an example, okay, don't take it literally, कि मैं जब ऐसा कुछ करता हूँ तो ये क्यों हुआ, मुझे किसी ने हिंट दी थी, और there is a power who gives us a hint कि do not go, do not fall for it. वो एक या दो या तीन बार, मैक्सिमम तीन बार ही देते हैं. If you still go for it, and as I think Gunjan, you said that, you know, you try to sort of harm yourself. I will not use the word because it sort of spreads that word itself is a very negative word. You try to harm yourself, but you survived, right? So that was a hint. I don't know how many times you have done it, but that was your first hint. And I have done it myself. I have done it once. Okay, and I feel the pain, and that is in my adolescence stage. जब मैं college में था, और you know how I mentioned that I had an infatuation for a girl, and you know I was expecting that everything should fall in place for me. I had no guts to ask her out, and she got sort of, you know, had another boyfriend or whatever the case may be. And then I tried to harm myself, and I felt the pain. I said, "Nah, man, this is bad." You know, I would rather, like, you know, just leave it at that. And my mom asked me, "What the hell is happening on your wrist? What happened?" And I said, like, I just scratched it, you know, and I got good beating because my mom knew. My dad even doesn't know. Maybe he might know after if he even watched this. My mom hit me, and I told her, like, yeah, you know, it was just, I wanted to try. I was watching a movie, and then they, you know, they showed, like, you know, how to sort of, you know, do this, and the blood pops out. So I just tried it. So that is what, you know, how external factors can impact you, and it pained. I was in deep, like, pain, and I said, like, Jesus, man, it didn't even go through. And I said, like, what the hell, man? I can't do that. I cannot bear any pain. And till date, I have no tolerance for pain. A minor headache, I take, you know, Panadol, or, you know, the painkiller, which is bad, but I do. So because someone has given us a life, and we have to enjoy it, and open up your, like, you know, mind. Like, हमारा बेजा ऊपर क्यों है? क्योंकि ऊपर हम देखते हैं तो आसमान है, हमारी आंखें नीचे है, ठीक है क्या, ताकि वो देख सके. ऊपर आसमान है, नीचे जमीन है. कोई कहता है कि नीचे जहन्नुम है, नरक है, दोजक है, हेल है, जो भी है, तो नीचे क्यों है? अर्थ को देखने जाओ तो देयर इज नो अप, देयर इज नो डाउन, देयर इज नो ईस्ट, देयर इज नो वेस्ट. ध्रुव, would you agree? Wherever you are, it is all perspective of our mind. किसको नॉर्थ बोले, किसको साउथ बोले, किसको ईस्ट बोले. If you are in space, it is hard, right? If you turn around, which one is east, where is north? अपने पृथ्वी पे रह रहे तो हम कह सकते हैं कि अभी ठीक है, राउंड है. दैट इज अगेन क्वेश्चनेबल टॉपिक. एक्चुअली राउंड है या नहीं है. नॉर्थ पोल है, साउथ पोल है, and that, based on that, we are doing all those अपने वास्तु शास्त्र है वगैरह वगैरह, वो भी है. So my point, sorry I'm taking it bit long, 8:40 हो गए. My wife is calling, I have to go and eat my dinner. It's about perspective. And Gunjan, and Priyanka, you are doing a great work, and I insist you, especially Gunjan, I heard you yesterday that you were your voice was little bit sort of, you know, you were crying. Crying is not a solution. You know, you can cry, up to you. You know, I'm not your father. You know, I'm not your brother. I have told you that you are my sister. I have accepted you as my sister. Uh, I'm not sure about Priyanka, because Priyanka, you look much hotter than Gunjan. Come on, laugh, man. No. Okay, so both of you are my like my sister, younger sister. Like, see, I'm 41, man. Come on, right? So I might have a daughter of your age
I
if
am
I
40.
was to marry that girl. Okay, अगर वो लड़की से मेरी शादी हो गई होती ना 20 साल की उम्र में, तो तुम जैसी दो डॉटर होती मेरी. So I was just throwing just to have a bit of a laughter. So never ever think of what has happened in your past. No, remember, don't worry about that. Like, you don't forget. You always remember what has happened, but you think that, okay, ye hua hai, so how I can help maybe others or, yourself, and to make yourself happy. Because if you're not happy, you can't do anything for others. Yeah, simple logic है ना. अगर मैं दुखी रहूंगा तो मैं दूसरों को खुश कैसे रख सकता हूँ, है कि नहीं? मैं दूसरों को भी दुखी करूंगा कि यार मेरे साथ तो ऐसा तो हुआ, ये हुआ है, तो वो भी बंदा बोलेगा हाँ यार मेरे साथ भी ऐसा हुआ है, चलो हम साथ में बैठ के रोए. रो लो, फिर क्या होगा? नथिंग. यू कैन नॉट. टाइम मशीन अभी इन्वेंट नहीं हुई है एज ऑफ नाउ. As of now, okay, I will not say, because as Dhruva said that all the technologies have been invented in past 220 years only. Before that we were all on carts. कार्ट्स बोले तो काउ कार्ट बोलो, कैमल कार्ट बोलो, घोड़े की वो सवारी. गाड़ी है, प्लेन है, टैबलेट है, वो सारे 220 years के अंदर ही हुए हैं, which the humans could not develop for whatever time that they have been existed, 40,000, 50,000 years. So something has happened, right, in that era. So we have to consider that factor as well, that someone is controlling us as a human. सारी न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी में वी आर गेटिंग यूज्ड टू इट. अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं, पहले तो बात भी नहीं हो सकती थी ना. दूरदर्शन आता था, टीवी था, अभी ये साला सोशल मीडिया आ गए, तो एवरीवन हैज गॉट अपग्रेडेड, एवरीवन हैज अपग्रेडेड देमसेल्व्स टू से ओके नाउ वी हैव टू लिव विथ व्हाटएवर टेक्नोलॉजी, और शैतान बोलो या कोई भी बोलो, मेकिंग अस लेजी, मैसेज ईच अदर rather than talking. And this is what we are doing, so it's a good thing. This is one of the positive that I take from sessions like this. Varun Kapoor ka show ho ya Dhruva ka show ho, at least we are talking. Message से बात नहीं होती कि what are you doing, what is your problem. मैं मम्मी को भी अभी मैसेज करता हूँ, and I'm wrong. मेरी वाइफ को भी ट्रेन में होती है तो मैं बोलता था प्लीज ब्रिंग मेरी बियर, on your way back. What the hell, So all these things, we have to consider कितने सारे factors है वो अपने as a human को impact कर रहे हैं, and because of which we are there are rays which we cannot see. उसको आप magic बोलो, जैसे टीवी का रिमोट है. Think about it. No one knew कि अगर एक बटन को प्रेस करता हूँ तो साला some object is flashing out, टीवी चालू होता है. मैं ऑफ वही बटन दोबारा दबाता हूँ तो टीवी बंद हो जाता है. एक बटन दबाता हूँ तो मेरा गराज खुल जाता है. अभी तो वो हो गया ना स्टार्ट. गाड़ी भी ऐसी हो गई है, देयर इज नो की रिक्वायर्ड. You touch, it opens the lock, and then you press a button and it starts, the engine starts. So see, all these things are making us a bit lazy. We are very obsessed कि हाँ मेरे पास ये गाड़ी हो तो. You don't see that साला मेरे पास ल्यूना नहीं था. I was riding my bicycle until my grade 12th. कितना झगड़ा हुआ घर पे, और मेरा डैडी वाज लाइक द ओनली ब्रेड विनर इन द होम. मैंने बोला मेरे को बाइक चाहिए क्योंकि मेरे को इम्प्रेस करना है लड़कियों को, तो ही बॉट मी हीरो होंडा स्प्लेंडर एट दैट टाइम, लोन लेके. So then we said there were people coming in. सेरा गाड़ी आती थी, आपको पता हो तो, किसी को भी पता हो तो, जो ऊपर दरवाजा खुलता था, टोयोटा की है. Sarah, SERA.
Yeah.
वो ऐसी तो वो एक कोई बंदा लेके आता था. So that is all these things, you know. So we get connected to and attracted, and we let them influence our mind. जो अपना lobes है, small lobe and bigger lobe, you know. And I'm a victim of it, and that is what I'm saying, that we have to think about it, all these factors, not just what has happened, and that has happened for a reason, you know. What has happened to me, that has happened for a reason, and that is why I consider myself 90% happy. I'm yet to I don't think any human beings जो होमो sapiens sapiens बोलते हैं on this planet is 100% happy. साला जो भी गुरु बुरु वगैरह जो भी है ना, I can bet and challenge them. अगर उसको साले को गुस्सा नहीं आया, अगर मेरे सवाल पे सदगुरु वगैरह वगैरह भी आते हैं, you know, I know there may be blind followers of that person. हाँ, वो पंजाब का कोई बंदा था, राम रहीम इंसान वगैरह वगैरह, आसाराम बापू, हाँ, अभी रामदेव बाबा भी है, you know, all this, वो भी यहाँ पे आए थे. So see, no one they will claim that, you know, they are happy, but for me I can say that I still have 10% that I need to upgrade myself. मुझे अभी भी थोड़ा बहुत गुस्सा आता है, मुझे अभी भी दुख होता है. Where if I see something, emotion वो रहना चाहिए, and I think that I will keep myself at that, because otherwise if I become 100% happy, then I might lose my emotion ability, and in that case, you know, it more likely that it could become, you know, it may make me an evil. जिनको कोई इमोशन नहीं होता, जिनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But if you keep it like, you know, balance, like if you become like maybe even like 50% or 60% happy, and then maybe 40 or 30%, you know, you have emotions, but you make sure that that 30% do not override your 70%. It should not change to 60% emotion and then 40%, you know. So I try to balance myself to say, abhi main 90% हूं, क्योंकि I do certain stuff which I will disclose maybe next time. What I do personally, कोई योगा बोगा मैं नहीं करता, exercise नहीं करता. I smoke, I drink, you know. At times, you know, I check out girls, women, and I tell my wife, you know, that yep, she's hot, I like her, you know. She says the same, you know, this guy is hot, everything. So all those different sectors of our human life, which is you know, constructed of, you try to associate yourself at any given point in time, irrespective of your age, irrespective of your gender, irrespective of your culture, blah blah blah. You think yourself as a human, and then you just focus, and whatever you like, you do it. So Gunjan, if you like to smoke, go smoke. और या मैं सिखनी हूँ, या you know, मैं पंजाबन हूँ, तो मेरे को ये तो अलाउ नहीं है. If you feel for it, just go for it, man. You decide yourself whether it is good for you or not. मैं तो जैन हूँ, ठीक है. And one of the strictest religion, you might know, जैन, वो जो पोटैटो आलू वगैरह वगैरह नहीं खा सकते, ठीक है. मेरे घर पे काफी सारे लोग हैं फैमिली में, and I do not follow. I said, okay, religion, I do not follow any religion. I follow only a religion of humanity to help humans and also a non-human. And that's why I have 2 reptiles in my home and 1 baby bird. Kabhi mauka mila, so I will show it to you. I got a bearded dragons. And that is something that I love, I enjoy, rather than sticking to certain aspect of life which is dictated by my family and their family, you know, forefathers. You are born in this family, hence you must follow this route. If you are this gender, you have to be careful of your virginity. For boys, yep, if you break virginity at the age of 13, you are the man. That's bullshit, in my view. So I will just close my statement to say, live your life. You have given just one life. I personally do not know. I'm yet to find out कि मरने के बाद क्या होता है. The only two fact things is you are born and you are dead. काफी सारे राम से ब्रदर्स ने भी मूवी बनाई है बंद दरवाजा, मरने के बाद साला 100 साल के बाद वो साला भूत आ जाता है ए करके, you know. I don't know about that. But there is something, right? What happens before birth, what happens after death. We have theories, but no one has experienced it. Okay, so the two facts of life is you are born, you are alive, which is in the middle part, and you are dead. So वही है, you just you know, try to live your life and do what you like from your heart and from your brain. If they both agree, then do it. If either of them disagrees, don't do it. That's my take and my sort of view. Over to you, Dhruv, and the lovely ladies here, and Somil. Somil, are you a male or female?
I'm a boy.
अच्छा boy, okay. अच्छा boy है, बच्चा है तो okay. All right. Over to you guys. Thank you, Dhruv.
Somil बेचारे को ना हर everybody used to think that he's a female. So मैंने भी first live में ना इसको refer किया था as a female. So मुझे कल पता लगा कि it's just not me. Everybody thought Somil is a girl. So like
Like,
even Rekha ji
these guys,
yesterday
you know,
said that मैं तो सोचती थी कि ये लड़की का idea है.
हाँ, see, Priyanka, like, was it you, Priyanka? Who? अच्छा, Gunjan. कौन बोला अभी?
मैं थी गुंजन.
अच्छा, Gunjan. So
अभी
Gunjan,
मैं
there
बोल
is
रही थी
a
गुंजन.
boy's name in Gujarat. Gunjan लड़का भी होता है. But you have put your face, right? So I know, and I've seen you before as well, like, you know. तो I know, but गुंजन लड़के का भी नाम होता है और प्रियंक वो होता है गुजराती में नाम. तो कभी कभार वो लिखता है PRIYANK, प्रियंक ऐसे, you know, वो जो न्यूमरोलॉजिस्ट. तो वो भी अभी जो यानी इफ यू सी एवरीवन इज नॉर्मल. विश्रुत एक ही है कि जो विश्रुत लड़के का नाम है. विश्रुति भी है काफी सारे. इफ यू सर्च ऑन गूगल यू विल फाइंड लॉट्स ऑफ विश्रुति. और ऑस्ट्रेलिया में सिर्फ अभी मैं ही हूँ.
विश्रुति है.
विश्रुत शाह एक ही है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. एक विश्रुत मेहता था और वो मेरे स्कूल में था, मेरे से 5 साल छोटे मेरे भाई के क्लास में था. नहीं सॉरी 6 साल. उन्होंने उसके वो जो फैमिली थी दे केप्ट द नेम बिकॉज ऑफ माय नेम. दे लव दैट नेम. तो उसने उसका नाम रखा था विश्रुत मेहता. तो मेहता थी और वो अभी आई हैव टू चेक वो अभी भी यहाँ पे है या नहीं. केम ऑन अ स्टूडेंट वीजा. बट फॉर नाउ ऑस्ट्रेलिया में देयर इज ओनली वन विश्रुत. यूएस में काफी सारे अभी तो बहुत हो गए.
विश्रुत जी जेंट्स का एक रूल तो अब पूरा वर्ल्ड फॉलो कर रहा है. मास्क लगा के घूम रहे हैं सब लोग.
क्या हो रहा है?
जेंट्स का एक रूल तो अब पूरा वर्ल्ड फॉलो कर रहा है. सब लोग मास्क लगा के घूम रहे हैं.
यानी
जेंट्स में होता है ना सर वो
जेंट्स में होता नहीं है लाइक
मुकद्दमी लगाते हैं ना मुंह पे.
माउथ कवर जर्म्स ना.
अच्छा जेंट्स का. ओके मैं जेंट्स समझा कि जेंट्स यानी सॉरी
जैनिज्म का जो रूल है ना वो भी पूरा वर्ल्ड फॉलो कर रहा है.
I know. सब लोग ऐसे कह रहे हैं, but you know I don't sort of I don't have the words, but yeah, वो monks लोग करते हैं. जैन में जो monks होते हैं ना, there are तानकवासी होता है, देरावासी होता है, वो जो भी होते हैं. क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी और डैडी उसमें भी वो है. My mom is from a different string of Jain and my daddy is from different string. ठीक है. तो उसमें भी वो है. तो I just challenge कि यानी what the hell. और उनका एक वीक होता है if you might know, वो पर्यूशन बोलते हैं उनको. यानी हमारे में वैसे बोलते हैं पर्यूशन is a kind of a holy week. जैसे रमादान होता है एक मंथ, वैसे जैन में भी होता है. तो there is a different type of that holy week between these two streams. और एक दिगंबर होता है कि who do not wear clothes, जो actual monks होते हैं. उसको नंगा बाबा बोलते हैं. पर मैंने आज तक कभी फीमेल को नहीं देखा. बाबाज होते हैं. I don't know why till date. And they call them they follow a very strict regime, no clothes, nothing. They just live a nomadic life. And अभी तो बहुत काफी वो हो गए, like very few because of the rules and regulations. When I was young, I could see them, and then on the streets, they would just literally go, like only males, not females. Digambar बोलते हैं उनको. They will have no clothes. तो अभी तो वो वैसे हो गए. But yes, you're right. It is kind of a good example. I don't know, maybe a joke that सारे लोग अभी जैन हो गए. मैं नहीं, मैं यहाँ पे मास्क नहीं पहनता यहाँ पे. I'm fortunate, I guess. All right, over to you, Dhruv. Sorry, I took a bit of your session. I'll take a leave. You guys can continue. I'll watch behind the scene. I'm hungry, so I'll just have my dinner. So lovely talking to you, Gunjan and Priyanka.
Thanks so much, Vishruti, for
Somil.
all you
Thank
said.
you, sir.
Just keep, you don't have to follow what I say, but it's
Thank
just my
you.
own thought. I thought
Thank
and Dhruv, we tend to connect on our, we all tend to connect on our, some level, maybe not on the same page, but at least we are kind of on the same trajectory. So let's discuss such topics. And I wish you all the best.
Whatever you said, na, मेरे को तो काफी connection लगा. Whatever you told about your traumatic things, but yes, you give a very nice perspective that how we can change what had happened in our childhood. We cannot always feel. The perspective has to change. Ki why this happened to me, and
Yeah,
maybe
I think
that time we were
agree.
not very aware, but
Yeah. So it has impacted. So impacted you now, right? Whenever that thing has happened. So I will not again go there. But
yes,
whenever
yes.
that thing happened, now you feel more and more bad, right? More you grow, more you yeah, have you develop your maturity. Either way, that's where you feel, and then you think about the old one. You get more pain, right? But at that time, it was okay. Like it was kind of a bad thing, but it wasn't as bad as you are feeling right now. And same thing again, I say. So what I say, as I say, I just leave it as it is. Yeah, whatever, man. Part and parcel of my life. Who cares, man? So now I'm looking out for all these new adventures and stuff like that. अभी मैं कल हुक्का लेके आया. कल नहीं, sorry. मैं कब लेके आया था? Last week, yeah. हाँ. Last week यहाँ पे. So I just saw someone and then हुक्का जो होता है ना, जैसे शीशा बोलते, क्या बोलते हो यहाँ पे? इंडिया में हुक्का ही बोलते हैं अभी, है ना?
शीशा, yeah.
शीशा, हाँ.
हाँ,
तो
शीशा
मैं तो
हुक्का
smoke करता हूँ तो हाँ, तो यानी I just है, तो मैंने बस लेके आया, तो मेरी वाइफ से ये क्या है? तो मैंने उसको भी बोला कि okay, yeah. So and my wife is here as well.
Hi guys.
Anjani. Her name is Anjani.
Hello.
Hi. How are you all?
Good. What about you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking. Hello. I wasn't in the session before, but I just literally came out to tell him that dinner was ready. Guys, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
So yeah. So वही है. So Gunjan, this is something that you and everyone, Stomil, Dhruva, you may have your own sort of things, and obviously it is more about how we mature ourselves and get over all those past stuff. Keep it behind. Do not get rid of it. Keep it behind. So that is always I will say that. Always remember. वो क्या कहते हैं? एक कहावत है ना, forgive but never forget. ठीक है ना?
Yeah.
So I always do that. So I always forgive people, but I always remember, because it gives me that strength to not commit that mistake again and again. Because मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा था, like repeating same actions and expecting a different result is a height of lunacy. Agree?
ये बात सही है. This
है ना?
is right.
है ना कि
हाँ.
मैं गाड़ी के सामने आऊंगा और मेरे को टकराएगी तो ओके, मेरे को यार मेरा पैर टूटा, मैं दोबारा आता हूँ, अभी नहीं टूटेगा, अभी नहीं टूटेगा. You might even die. So you keep trying to do the same thing.
Because मेरा मानना ये है कि अगर जैसे कोई गलती की है
Okay, my wife
आपने,
wants to say something. She's just whispering in my head. What you just say it on loud. You say something or you just I can't hear you when you whisper in my head. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, ladies. What were you saying?
सर मेरा मानना ये है एक्चुअली कि मतलब मेच्योरिटी यही होती है कि हम दोबारा वो गलती ना करें. हाँ, और जो
That's why
पास्ट में गलती हुई है उससे हम उससे सीखें.
Yeah. So again, is a relationship देख लो, ठीक है? कि मैं अगर इंडिया में आऊँ, मैं I may pretend to be a very nice person, hypothetically to anyone. You may fall for it, and then I use you. Again, that is maybe your first mistake, hypothetically. Someone else comes in. The moot issue here is if you're looking for companionship or someone to love you, don't. Let people love you the way you are. You should not seek for love. That is the biggest thing that I have learned, and that's why I got my beautiful wife here. She loves me more than I do, and I will say this on open forum. Okay.
विश्रुत जी, क्या बात
है ना? So मेरे को पहले जैसे मैंने किया था कि I was in that thing for this girl, whatever infatuation जो भी बोलो या love बोलो या whatever जो बोलो, ठीक है? It was one sided. It was me that I was doing all the stuff, gifts भेजा. I was kind of a stalker बोलो या जो भी बोलो, वो था, वो किया, और इतना हार्ट ब्रेक जैसा हुआ कि मैं इतना कर रहा हूँ, मेरे गट्स भी नहीं थी. But now I'm so much happy because my wife loves me so much at any given point, and I love her. It's not like we were arranged marriage, right? Both of us. So the way I changed my personality and then the way I've learned all this, she loves me more, and I admit it, she loves me more than I do. कि वो कभी वो कहती कि यार आज मेरे लिए खाना बना ले, तो मैं बनाता हूँ उसके लिए, पर वो मेरे को 11 बजे रात को बोलेगी तो ऐसे, नो मैन, आई जस्ट ऑर्डर इट फ्रॉम समवेयर. पर मेरे लिए इफ आई से एट 11 o'clock मुझे अभी ये दाल खानी है, is there anything, she will make it for me, and that is why I kind of measure it, that to say okay, she loves me at least 5 or 7% more than I love. वो है. So and that's what makes me happy. And I'm sure you, all of us on this forum, you will also, पता नहीं ध्रुव तू married है या नहीं है. Somil, abhi to you said you are a boy, so you are still, I am assuming that you are single.
आपको छोड़कर सारे अनमैरिड हैं.
अच्छा, okay, तो मैं okay. Hey, again, unmarried.
You're the lucky one.
I don't know. The grass is always greener on the other side. So, and I've seen both the sides. So, I'm kind of, happy right now, as I was before unmarried, because I was always in a sad sort of thing. Okay, I like this girl. Why she's not with me? I like this girl. Why she's not with me? Both are. अभी क्या है कि okay, I'm married for so many years now. Okay, अभी ये किसकी दूसरे की बीवी, वो एक कहावत है, पता है, दूसरे की नौकरी और दूसरे की छोकरी सबको अच्छा लगता है. Healthy flirting, healthy flirting. So that is how it is. So we just have to cheer up the way we are. It does not mean that you have to be in relationship. So you have to have physical relationship. There is a relationship called platonic, right? So I can say that, you know, even though I called you a sister, but you could be my girlfriend, and I could be a boyfriend with a platonic relationship. True?
Yeah. True. True.
It's called platonic, where there is no.
Till the time people are causing positive influence on us.
Sorry, what is this new job for Vishrut? Time to find us all good people. इसका क्या मतलब है ये मेरे को
Actually, that's a good thing.
तारीफ कर रहा है या मजाक उड़ा रहा है? I don't care anyway.
तारीफ
Hey,
हो रही है
Dhruv,
यार, तारीफ हो रही है आपकी।
new job for Vishrut. Okay. यहाँ
तारीफ
पे लोग
है
मेरे को
यार।
विश कहते हैं.
आपके ऊपर बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है एक्चुअली।
Responsibility में यानी I don't think, like, you know, if I can spread certain stuff कि यानी सारे लोग, you know, if we have a same you know, at least close to same tangent or यानी same trajectory, then the world has to be there is no other options. जैसे अभी इजराइल वगैरह वगैरह में हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है कि रिफॉर्म रिलीजियन, कोई बोल रहा है ब्लाइंड फेथ करके, हाँ मैं इसको बोलता हूँ, यानी ये आई हैव टू ब्लाइंडली बिलीव. ब्लाइंडली किसी को मत बिलीव करो, मेरे को भी नहीं, मैं साला फ्रॉड भी हो सकता हूँ, यू नो. Do not. So I insist. Do not. You know, you use your own brains, and then you see and you validate whatever I say. मेरी खुद की चैनल भी नहीं है, मैं वरुण को भी बोल रहा है कि मैं ना ही खोलने की सोच रहा हूँ. अगर मैं खोलूंगा तो मैं एनिमल्स के बारे में खोलूंगा. मेरे को अभी डोडो चैनल जो एक है, आई लव दैट चैनल, कभी देखना. It will give you so much soothing experience if you do love animals, non-humans. ठीक है, कभी देखना दी डोडो चैनल, DODO. उसमें काफी सारे व्यूअर्स है, काफी सारे वो है उसके अंदर सब्सक्राइबर्स है वगैरह. और जो इंडिविजुअल्स की जो स्टोरीज होती है कि हाउ लाइक अ पपी है या कैट है या कोई ड्रैगन है या कोई भी चिड़िया है, हाउ दे बिकम क्लोज टू ह्यूमंस. So that is like something that I love, and I love animals ever, you know. जब से consciousness आई थी मेरे को, I have always loved animals. So that is something. So one day I will show you my family members that I have, and that will again, it will create a really good impact. Crocodile, मेरे को तो अभी
Once
reptiles
you
का
have
भी
shown
license
up,
मिला है.
I guess, on a live.
Sorry, what was that?
आपने एक लाइव पे वरुण के लाइव पे आई थिंक एक पैरट दिखाया था या पता नहीं क्या दिखाया था. आई थिंक इट वाज
It was a
क्रिसमस या
cockatoo.
दिवाली के टाइम पे some kind
Yes,
of
yes.
bird you had
हाँ,
shown.
वो cockatoo था, sulfur crested cockatoo
हाँ.
कहते थे. वो साला इतना वो था, he was like so connected with me. पर वो थोड़ा ओल्ड था और उसकी जो विंग्स है ना, वो उसकी grew up the wings. और that species, they usually do not like young humans. If you have got them when they are like, you know, 6 months old or, you know, 7 months old, then they get used to it. But I bought him when he was already 2 years old, और वो 100 साल तक जीते. तो उनकी जो मैच्योरिटी होती है वो it grows up to 4 to 5 years of human brains. कितने स्मार्ट होते हैं. तो मेरी डॉटर वो टाइम पे, you know, she was like 7. तो उसको उसके साथ प्रॉब्लम थी. एवरी टाइम शी वुड कम, वो उसकी क्रेस्ट ऊंची कर देता था, यू नो, अप कर देता था और कहता था कि नो, यू नो, थ्रेटन फील कर रहा था. तो आई डिडंट नो दैट ही ग्रू अप हिज विंग्स. उसकी क्लिप हुई थी एंड देन ही वाज देयर एंड आई वाज सिटिंग हियर एंड आई वाज वर्किंग. और मेरी डॉटर वो जंप करके परगोला से बाहर आई एंड ही जस्ट टुक ऑफ. सो ही फ्लू ऑफ. He thought, like, you know, this little baby is trying to sort of harm me. That's what I'm just assuming. That's what he thought. But otherwise, he was very good with me. अभी मेरे पास है Eclectus parrot है, वो अभी baby है. It was hand bred by the breeders. So he's 6 months old now, and we bought him when he was only 4 months. So now he is so much like a baby, you know. उसको हाथ में खिलाओ, यू नो, उसको लेके घूमो, अपने आप कुछ ना कुछ बोलता रहता है, पता नहीं क्या है. एंड इज अ मेल. और मेरे पास 2 मेल ड्रैगन्स भी है, बियर्डेड ड्रैगन्स बोलते हैं ना. अभी गूगल पे यू कैन सर्च bearded dragons. वो चिपकली होती है ना, वो species की है, lizard. And they are also babies. So I will show you one
Bearded
day.
dragons are awesome pets to keep, actually.
Yes, and they have a third eye apparently. And when you touch their, on their head, they have like a tiny spot, which is, it's a God gift बोलो या कोई भी power है उन्होंने दिया है वो species में, so that anything, the predator, like eagle है, vultures है, अगर वो fly करते हैं ना, तो उनका जो shadow उनके सर पे जाता है, क्योंकि वो they can only see at front when their head is straight. तो अगर ऊपर से कुछ जाता है ना, they can sense it and they can run off. But when you put their head onto your, temple पे, you can literally feel the vibrations. और ये मैं अभी कोई channel पे नहीं है, but I have tried it and all, my wife has tried it and she has sensed it. मेरे friends आए थे, उन्होंने भी बोला कि just try it and see, you can feel some vibration that goes into your brain through your temple. तो एक communication है, and the way they communicate is through that telepathy बोलो या कुछ भी बोलो, between amongst themselves. They can't talk, but they do with that third eye. Third eye कहते हैं ऐसे यहाँ पे ऐसे normal terms में. So I will show it to you. Perhaps Dhruva, I have a request. If you can perhaps do the session around अभी 9:14 PM हो गए हैं. If you can do it around maybe 6 or maybe 5 PM, so 4 घंटे पहले. Your time, India is. Are you in India or in US?
I'm in India, brother.
तो 4.5 घंटे का भी फर्क है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. 4.5 hours we are ahead of you, or ahead of India.
No, most probably from next week onwards, I'm getting 2 other hosts. And there is a big surprise for everyone very soon. If things go as I have planned, I'll get someone on the show who has actually filed a case against the royal English family. He's filed a case on the Queen of England. So I'll get that person on my show.
वो दीप्ति जी तो नहीं है, दीप्ति जी तो नहीं है ना?
No. This person is like, he is doing all these, lot of activism around humanity, lot of activism around environmental awareness, etc. Is basically from a London-based gentleman.
Right. So मेरा यही है, see Dhruv, if you see your channel, to what I know, I will only join when there is an interesting topic like this, right? So you can बाकी सारे
नहीं विश्रुत भाई, I have a very interesting.
channel already exists, right? About SSR, तो मेरा contribution जितना होता है मैं वहाँ पे जाता हूँ.
नहीं, you are an animal lover. You just told me. See, every Tuesdays we are going to have this show called as Back to Nature now. Wherein we'll be talking about animals, plants, etc., etc. So I would like you to come in there and give your experience with animals. So please be on the stream for a couple of minutes.
Animal का अगर like I'm definitely. पर जैसे दूसरा political है. Yes. So definitely for other topics, I may not join depending on the timings to contribute myself. Because SSR के बारे में see I'm contributing to Varun's show. That's the only show that I join. You are the second one that I joined because of this different, very different topic. Viewers, I personally do not care, and I hope you feel the same, because your intention has to be good, and once your intentions, that positive energy will spread out to people, and then they will join your channel automatically, just like I did, because I'm a very skeptical person, as you would have known by now, right? So if I could join, I'm sure there'll be so many other people who wants to have.
You know what is my motto in life? I don't want quantity. I want quality, because quantity never counts. As I started my show, 5,000 6,000 फॉलोअर्स होते हैं, लाख फॉलोअर होते हैं, पर अगर कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस करना हो, ये 2 मिनट का टाइम नहीं रहता लोगों के पास. On my platform, I will always make it a point that I speak the least and let people speak the most. I don't mind like leaving the stage like I did for Priyanka yesterday. If someone wants to come and host their own show, they are welcome. For me, at the end of the day, no.
Yep, absolutely. And again, Even if your motive is getting more viewership, and you want an income out of it, nothing harm in that. Ujjwal Trivedi, he says it outright that this is the source of his income, and that's why he is talking about all the relevant topics. So it is kind of fun and money at the same time. The passion and the money at the same time. So there is no harm in it. Like, I'm not saying that if there are like 50,000 viewership, you should not monetize your channel. That would be stupid, right? So, but if your only agenda is to make money, and then to have, so many channels, as I don't want to name, you got the drift, right? Who I'm talking about.
Yes, exactly.
So that is I tend to sort of keep myself away from it. Like Australia
Vishruth
se
bhai,
ho,
today on this platform in front of everyone, I'll give one commitment. The day you find my channel monetized, the day you find this channel monetized, I will end my channel.
No, I would object that as well, because as I said, if people are coming and people are watching you, they love your show, you might as well make it monetized, not for you, but maybe for someone else. And you do not have to prove it. It is your own soul and your own conscience, right?
Sir,
You
let
don't
me
need to
tell you
come out
one
and
thing
say,
here. Nay, Vishruthji, let me cut you here for a minute and tell you one thing. My own soul and my own conscience just keeps pricking me on one thing. The biggest mistake the common man does, he's trying to find differences in people. He's not trying to find a discussion out of it. So the base agenda of this platform is to have a discussion and to make people realize that the day they start keeping their differences aside, विश्रुत शाह ने मेरे साथ इस चीज पे झगड़ा किया, प्रियंका ने मेरे को उस टाइम पर फोन करके बात किया जब मैं किसी और के साथ था, गुंजन जी ने मेरे खाने में क्या बोलते हैं 2 स्पून नमक ज्यादा डाल दिया, और सौमिल ने मेरे क्या बोलते हैं मैं ठंडा चिल्ड बियर मंगाया था, सौमिल वार्म बियर लेके आ गया. All these things if we keep in our no all these things if we keep in our mind and like try to find differences, we will never succeed. Keep the
exactly.
differences aside and have a discussion. Whenever you have a problem with someone, instead of going and bitching behind his back to someone else trying to find out what exactly is happening, ask that person on his face, मेरी गलती क्या है भाई बता. That will
see,
solve
I
all the
asked you,
problems.
my first comment was, are you that person? In the chat, in that live chat. क्योंकि मेरे को लगा कि is that you? उसने भी विश्रुत के मेरे स्पेलिंग के बाद एच लगाया था.
किसका सर?
तो it's a tendency, right? वो साउथ इंडियन में होता है कि विश्रुत ऐसे होता है, पर मेरा नाम ऐसा विश्रुत है. So that is without H. But I don't mind, man. काफी सारे लोग मेरे को कैसे कह my South Indian friends, they विश्रुत ऐसे बोलते हैं.
So, brother, I would request you to be on the
वो
stream
है
for 2 minutes.
You're from Hyderabad, I guess, yeah?
Me, I'm not from Hyderabad. I was born in Bangalore, brought up in India.
अच्छा, बैंगलोर या कर्नाटका. So okay, ये अपना क्या हो गया, कर्नाटका.
Yes,
Kannada.
I was born in Bangalore, brought up in India. Kannada, it's a little weak
ಹೇಗಿದ್ಯಾ?
because was not there for a long time.
ಹೇಗಿದ್ಯಾ?
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Yeah.
Superb. See, this is what gets me that enjoyment. Okay, Vishruth bhai, I'm going to keep you back. I am going to request you to go on mute for a minute. Saumil, you're here for the last 1 hour, brother. Please go ahead. Your topic on what is that second chance you want in your life.
Yeah, as I
Saumil?
was listening, yes, sir, I'm here. Yeah, so as I was listening to everybody, and in the previous show also, we spoke a lot about childhood traumas and abuse and whatever you go through. And as I have also discussed about my life also openly, what all things happened in the past. So definitely, I have given a second chance to myself, and yes, I still, as I said, that I sometimes feel like being alone, and trust is a major issue for me. But even though I was going through depression, and many of my friends, I could see they were into, smoking and very hard alcoholic, and they used to tell me कि, थोड़ा पी के देखो तुमको अच्छा लगेगा. But I never felt that I should get into alcoholism, because for me that is like escaping, the reality. So I started my, I thought that, I should heal myself. And for me, if you have asked this question to me in the previous show, that how you sort of got out of it. So I would say that I have not got out of it completely, but yes, for me 80% I have seen change in myself when I got into holistic healing. And one therapy that it's a very good scientific therapy which is proven to heal inner, what you say, childhood issues. It's known as inner child therapy, which you can even search online, and that has had actually helped me a lot in healing those inner wounds that you get in the childhood. That's a proven scientific therapy that many people are using now. And that is something what helped me to get out of those inner pains. That's how I'm even me coming on a platform and talking very confidently about it, that is actually a big achievement for me, because even I could not do in the past if I would be the same person that I was 3 4 years back before I started my healing journey.
And you know, Samuel, what is my biggest achievement in my channel?
Yes.
Can you guess?
No.
You being that warrior who went ahead and started taking important topics out of people's YouTube channels, make clips out of it, and circulate it on your Twitter handle. You being the person who got people like Dhara Patel, who got people like, I forgot that other female's name, that singer in the 90s, got them recognized and made YouTubers recognize them and have shows with them. Still said, I don't want to come, I will stay backstage and do my job. You coming and speaking on my show live in front of people, waiting for your chance for hours together. I'm sorry, I'm using the word hours together because most of the time, knowingly or unknowingly, I need to agree and say sorry to you that sometimes you are left, because I'm a new host. I don't have that much experience on hosting shows. I was into a completely different tangent. I started this with a complete different idea. On the public platform today, I give you a public apology that sometimes I consider people who have that fame name sometimes, like recently, I will not go anywhere, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. To put it in basic simple words, you are that person who was backstage and said, I never wanted to come on any show and speak, but today you are coming on my show, respecting the viewers, respecting the speakers, and waiting for your turn to speak and take topics which, even if I would have got, I'm sorry, people take this in the right sense, even if I had got the best of the best speakers on the globe to speak, couldn't raise. This is the biggest achievement of my show and my platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Because what I feel, that we do lives for 2 to 3 hours, and if you see Varun Kapoor's show, also sometimes it extends to 5 hours. Also, recently I saw a 5 hour long live. So people actually do not have time to go through, like they don't. Some people are very impatient; they can't wait for 2 3 hours to watch the whole life. But I listen to it, and whatever I feel important, I just make it public for people to know. Even Pooja Mishra, nobody was knowing. And I have seen this, that the moment I posted about that singer whom you're talking about, I had seen her post long back when immediately after Sushant's death. Nobody was even knowing that. And the moment I posted it on my profile, one YouTuber just took it up on his channel, and of course he got a lot of likes and comments, and I don't have any issues with that. But for me, it is like, for people should know what is going on, and that's the reason I'm not not even interested in showing my face or anything, or telling them where I'm based or anything. because I'm not doing it for getting recognition. I just want people to know what is happening.
See, Saumal, one very important thing what I would like to say over here is, till there is one big weapon which every person has, and one big confusion also which every person has. Now, when this movement of Sushant Singh Rajput started, there was no Dhruva, there was no Vishrut, there was no Gunjan, there was no Priyanka, there was no Saumal, there was no anybody. All of us got together because of this person, Sushant Singh Rajput, this divine soul. But what is happening today? Mr. A is trying to put Mr. B down. Mr. B is trying to put Mr. C down. Mr. C is trying to bitch behind Mr. A's back. Mr. D comes out of nowhere and he tries to be the moderator between the monkey and the two cats. Most of us have heard the story of the monkey and the two cats. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Most of us have heard this story between monkey and the two cats. Then comes the angle of jealousy. अरे यार ये तो मेरे बाद आया था, मैं इसको लेके आया था, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, और ये आज मेरे से आगे निकल गया. And then they get different angles into it, and entire thing is gone. You tell me one thing seriously. When the Sushant Singh Rajput movement started, and today the Sushant Singh Rajput movement, wherever it is because of us it is happening. It's not because of the government. It's not because of the authority. It's not because of the CBI. It's not because of anyone. It is because of our unity it is happening. And if our unity stays like this for some more time, we will definitely get justice for him. If not, there is no chance he'll get justice. I leave the stage open to all the four of you. You can give your comments.
Correct.
Yes, I completely agree with that. It is the SSRians who have kept this movement alive.
Yes. See again. My view is again this. Dhruva, this is for you. Let's not talk about unless you have a special session for SSR movement and all the YouTubers, on their backs and scratching each other and so on. Because it may impact that your reputation. Everyone will end up talking the same thing. This guy is good. This guy is bad.
Vishrut bhai, I'll give you the reason out today. The reason out of the blue, I had so many beautiful names for the channel I had dreamt to start. Dreamt to start in the sense because I was never wanting to do lives or whatsoever. I just wanted to do all this. Like I have shared a video on my pinned tweet. You can go and check. I was into more of that kind of a concept. But of all the things I did, you know where I was trolled? Vishrutji.
Yeah, I have trolled you, man.
No, not about you. Your trolling was constructive trolling. The only place where I was trolled was one fine day on a platform, my phone switched off. People started commenting on the chat, saying that get a power bank, keep your phone charged, etc., etc.
I know.
That is the reason I named my show as the Down Battery Show. Because my battery might be down, my phone might switch off, but my character never will.
Yeah, but see, well, that particular channel has made an impact on your brain. To me, I only watch that channel, and I haven't seen any video for past couple of days, which is a good thing. I only watch that when I'm drinking and I want some form of laughter. Because it's very hard for someone to make me laugh. People have said that I can make people laugh quite easily. I could be a stand-up comedian at times. But that channel makes me laugh. All the characters, those paid actors with the poor acting, they make me laugh, the claims that they make and so on. So I would suggest, this is my personal view, Dhruva, that, let's not talk about any other, operator here. And SSR Justice, if you want to talk about it, either you have a session of that and people want to talk about that, but no, do not repeat. As I said earlier as well, continue and repeating the same action and expecting different result is the height of lunacy. So I hope you understand, Dhruva. Yeah, so let's not do that.
नहीं भाई मेरी
Everyone
बात
has
सुनो, मेरी
faced
बात सुनो
everyone.
सर मेरी बात सुनो.
Sure.
मेरा अगला शो जो आएगा इसका नाम होगा खैरियत पूछो तुम्हारे बिन दीवाने का क्या हाल है. And the guest who's going to join me on that show on that day will actually, what do you say, revolutionize this moment. I will not name who he is or who she is. Rather, it's not he, it is she. Not Deepthi, of course.
Don't say Sonia.
Wait for the show.
Don't say it's Sonia.
It is none of the, it is the very first time in the entire history of YouTube that person is coming live on a YouTube channel. And one thing I will tell you, see, we both have different of opinions. Sonia ji, I consider her to be like an elder sister to me, because whatever anybody has told anywhere, M.K. Raina, her father, is an ex-director of the IB, and one personal reference of mine has seen him work in the office.
See, I respect her.
Even I have a good opinion about Sonia ji. She is very well experienced in law, and she explains it in a very simple way that even we can understand. And I think we can, Dhruv ji, if we can have a show with Sonia ji, also explaining the basic laws that people need to know in their.
As I say, I only put my guest here. Right? I only put my guest here. I respect Sonia. Nothing more to say. If she's on your show, I will definitely join. And obviously, I would love to hear her. If that is the lady or a person that you are referring to.
I'm talking about Advocate Sonia Raina.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, same person.
I will just say I won't call. I don't have to put a degree. Like I'm MIT. You don't call me MIT Vishrut Shah or something, right? So
No, Vishrut bhai, one thing what I would like to make very clear over here is certain things what I have learned from Advocate Sonia, certain things what I've learned from you, certain things what I've learned from Varun Kapoor, certain things what I've learned from Sandeep Phogat, certain things I've learned from Ishwarji. Let's not go there, because at the end of the day, no, we need to have this positive mindset to understand who is on the right side, who is not on the right side.
correct. That is what I'm trying to. Yeah. Now you got the drift. Yeah. So as I what I said is I will come live. But I call her Sonia. She's younger to me as well.
Now, brother, you are 40, I'm 32 years. How can I call someone who's elder to me by their name?
She could be younger than you.
Possible, but in...
Sorry, Dhruva, you don't sound 32. You sound like at least 38 or 40, man. Come on. I haven't seen you. So, sorry,
I'm
man.
32. I'll show you my face someday.
Hey girls, you do not believe him, huh? Dhruva, I think he's in his 40s.
No, sir. One day I told Dhruva that I thought that you are near about 50. You are still saying he is 38. I told him that I feel like you are 50.
Yes, man. Come on, man, Dhruva.
His voice is so heavy.
Dhruv, what are you drinking, man?
I have been continuously talking since morning. I tried to drink a little water so that I will not collapse of dehydration.
तेरी आवाज अगर तू 32 हो तो मैं तेरे को तू करके बुलाऊंगा.
तू करके बुलाओ, एक्सक्यूज मी करके बुलाओ, कुछ भी बुलाओ चलेगा, क्योंकि ध्रुवा को ना दिल में जगह चाहिए, जुबान पे नहीं।
ये तो सलमान बन गया तू तो।
क्या
हाँ?
घंटा सलमान बन गया हो? सलमान क्या है? सलमान साला राधे पे आधे हो गया और उसके शो का कुछ कलेक्शन भी नहीं हो रहा है। अभी कटोरा लेके भीख मांगेंगे सब। मेरे को सलमान से कंपेयर मत करो यार। दिल से जो बात निकलती है और जुबान से बात निकलती है, उसका डिफरेंस तो पता लगाओ यार।
यार तू मेरे को बाय बाय बोलता है, तो मैंने वरुण भी मेरे को बाय बाय बोलता है, तो मैंने वरुण को भी बोला है कि तू मेरे को बाय कहता है तो मेरे को सलमान जैसी फीलिंग आती है। मैं कल जाके साला मैं बोलता हूँ मैं भाई हूँ यार। अभी ये देखो टर्म कैसे हो गया है। सी आवर माइंडसेट लाइक व्हेन समवन सेज भाई भाई ऐसा करो ना, भाई ऐसा करो ना, यानी साला ये भाई का टर्म यानी गुंडा हो गया, भांडू हो गए एकदम, है ना? तो see, I
Even
make
that
someone
is
laugh.
mindset, right? Even that is mindset. Even that is what you say, perspective, right?
Exactly. But see, this is on a humorous form. Like, I made someone laugh. I think Priyanka was laughing.
Not you did not make anyone laugh. It is not that you made someone laugh. Anyone who was watching this show, no, with this comment, whatever just happened in the last 5 to 10 minutes, everyone will definitely have a smile on the face, because the motivation, the intention of my channel is as simple as this. I want to make sure I be the ear for the unheard. People, if you want to speak anything, there is no restriction on camera, there is no restriction on content, there is no restriction on anything. Anything happens, I will face it myself. Come, speak your hearts out. The stage is open.
कैमरा ऑन कर अभी, चलो।
किसका? मेरा? मैं अपने गेस्ट का कैमरा को रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं डाल रहा हूँ। आप मेरे को कैमरा ऑन करो बोल रहे हो यार बड़े भाई।
हाँ, देखा ये आ गया ना, मैं आ गया साला, अभी मैं आ गया। ये वही है।
आपको मेरा
देखा?
चेहरा देखना है? रुको, मैं कैमरा ऑन कर रहा हूँ, 1 सेकेंड।
मैं आ गया, जहाँ मैं आता है
I
वहाँ
have seen Dhruva's face for a second.
Yes,
मेरा
yes,
चेहरा
Tony.
देख रहा है ना?
वो 32 का है,
ये देखो मेरा सड़ा हुआ चेहरा।
तो अच्छा है यार। अभी तो दाढ़ी बाड़ी मस्त लगाई हुई है। हाँ?
अरे यार, सरदार हूँ तो दाढ़ी होगी ही ना।
ये सरदार हो गया तू? ये कैसे सरदार हुआ? हैं?
बाबा जी हिमालय से आए हैं बाबा जी।
नहीं, सरदार हूँ का मतलब मैं बताता हूँ। चिड़ियों से मैं बाज लड़ावा, गिद्धों का मैं शेर बनावा, 1.25 लाख से 1 लड़ावा, तबे गोविंद सिंह नाम में पावा। It's written in Punjabi. I personally believe in today's world, a person who is spreading the voice of truth, a person who can stand against any evil,
ओए,
is always a sardar.
ओए, खालिस्तानी वगैरह तो उसमें तो नहीं घुस गया हैं?
क्या बोले?
खालिस्तानी वगैरह उसमें तो नहीं वो हो गया तू में?
खालिस्तान देखो भाई, ये खालिस्तान, ये जिहाद, ये सब है ना। सी, दिस इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग। अपन ने एक सेशन भी बनाया था यार इसके ऊपर। रिलीजन, फॉलो द क्रिएटर, नॉट द एजेंडा। ये खालिस्तान एजेंडा है, ये जिहाद एजेंडा है, ये तालिबान एजेंडा है, सब एजेंडा है। देखो, आप जैन हो, मैं इंसान हूँ, कोई मुस्लिम है, कोई सिख है, कोई कुछ भी है।
खुद ही भूल गया,
क्या बोले?
तू खुद ही भूल गया सरदार है। अभी तूने बोला सरदार है। मैं
सरदार मैंने बोला, वो फ्लो में बोला, क्योंकि I told you right, 1.25 लाख से 1 लड़ावा। I have that capacity. If I'm right, I prefer standing alone. नहीं विश्वक भाई, if I'm right, I prefer standing alone than be with a bunch of sheep.
मैं बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह,
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, इरशाद, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, माशाअल्लाह।
यहाँ पे इरशाद नहीं बोलते, मैं शायरी नहीं सुना रहा हूँ। इरशाद तब बोलते हैं कि जब
माशाअल्लाह, रहमतुल्लाह। अब बात करो, कोई भी रिलीजन के बारे में बात करो, जवाब मैं दूंगा।
पता लगे कि चैट में कोई मुस्लिम वो आ जाए।
नहीं, सी This is the healthy discussion that has to happen. This is
हाँ,
the idea that has to spread. See,
yes.
every religion is unique. बनाने वाले ने जब अपना खून लाल बनाया है, आपका खून नीला बनाया है, प्रियंका जी का खून पीला बनाया है, विश्रुत भाई का खून, आई डोंट नो विच कलर, यू पिक द कलर सर, मैं आपके बीच में नहीं आऊंगा, आप मेरे से बड़े हो।
ट्रांसपेरेंट
हाँ, ट्रांसपेरेंट, ठीक है। सौमिल का
मेरा
खून अगर काला बनाया है,
समझ
तब अपन रिलीजन का बात करेंगे। जब मेरी उंगली कटेगी तो लाल निकलेगा, आपकी उंगली कटेगी लाल निकलेगा, इसके बीच में हिंदू मुसलमान कहाँ से आ गया भाई?
ये तो वही हो गया ना, वो नाना पाटेकर बोलता था, मैं ही नाना मैं ही पाटेकर, ये है हिंदू का खून, ये है वो।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, नाना पाटेकर का क्रांतिवीर मूवी का एक सीन बताता हूँ। ये उजड़े चमन, तू ये गणपति के टाइम पर इसी टकले पे गणपति को लेके नाच रहा था, मेरा खून लाल है, तेरा भी खून लाल है, अभी तेरे को क्या चर्बी चढ़ी कि तू हिंदू मुसलमान बात करना शुरू किया? उस्मान,
मैं ही हिंदू मैं ही मुसलमान, ऐसे 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 मिमिक्री करो। मैं मिमिक्री भी करता हूँ।
मस्त है यार आप। I will have an exclusive show with you as the what you say, my special guest speaker विश्रुत भाई।
अरे नहीं हो नहीं भाई, मेरे को कहाँ गुस्सा है। हाँ, फिर पता चला कि साला मैं बॉलीवुड में चला गया और तुम सर मेरे को ही बॉयकॉट करोगे।
नहीं, बॉलीवुड ऑलरेडी बॉयकॉट हो चुका है। कॉमेडी नाइट्स ऑफ कपिल का शो कोई देख नहीं रहा है, उसको सब्स्टिट्यूट एक शो ऑलरेडी आ चुका है अभी। और
अच्छा,
उसके बाद हमारा कोई भी टीवी सीरियल्स भी कोई देख नहीं रहा है। So let's not get into that. See, basic thing is I want to spread happiness. I want to spread peace everywhere. तो अगर इसके लिए मुझे कुछ भी करना पड़े ना, मैं तैयार हूँ। And one thing what I appreciated about you is that Dodo channel. Saumil ji, I definitely want to take your inputs here because I definitely am sure even you are an animal lover. We share a common group as well on Twitter. So जो आदमी ना जानवर को समझ सकता है, वो कुछ भी कर सकता है. This is my personal opinion. Guys on the stage, your comments please.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't have any
absolutely right.
Yeah, but I play with the street dogs.
Exactly. And the animals can understand your tears. I feel animals can understand your tears much before any human can understand. Their expression, they cannot emote, but through their body language, they'll come and sit with you, and they'll give you that warmth that you'll feel that they understand you.
Here I
More
would
than
like
you,
to
even your
offer,
family members can understand you.
yeah,
I
I
can
would
say
like to
that.
suggest one channel here. If you know this very famous YouTube channel where there's a lady and she has two dogs, it's known as Labrador Milo. That lady has two dogs. One is Labrador, and the second one is small one, that Shih Tzu dog. And she speaks to them in Hindi like a mother, and they actually respond to each and everything. They understand everything. That I will share it with you on Twitter or something, and you see that it is a beautiful channel where you see that dogs are actually responding to each and everything that she speaks. And I love that channel. I'd watch it every day because she uploads every day. She uploads one video with them.
So see, as I said, okay, Joe animal, like, genuinely. So if you're on a serious note, jokes apart, Dhruva, and we need this, a bit of a humor. If you have noticed, all the YouTubers, and this is my personal observation, kisi channel pe I have not heard, I have seen you, Priyanka, I have seen you, Gunjan. You have not laughed. Here you have laughed, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, both
That's
of
right.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we gotta have like Republic पे किसी को हंसते हुए देखा? Times Now, BBC. You pick
Everyone's
any
so
channel, like
conscious.
all the news channels, or any channel that even YouTubers, like that is something that I have always suggested to people that I am in contact with, that you gotta have, like Varun ke show pe at times I tend to sort of bring my humor, क्योंकि सारे लोग इतने सीरियस हो जाते हैं, यू नो, एंड देन दे टेंड टू लाफ, सम ऑफ देम. तो मेरा यही है कि लाइक, यू नो, वी हैव आवर मोटिव्स, यू नो, हम किसके लिए लड़ रहे हैं, जैसे जस्टिस फॉर एसएसआर हुआ, दिशा के लिए हो गया, कोई भी टॉपिक हो. At the same time, if we have that humor, that, you know, because people are forgetting to laugh. If you have noticed, आजू बाजू देखना अपने आजू बाजू, they are becoming so intolerant. If you have noticed, you know, कि अगर आप कोई जोक करो, they don't want to laugh for some reason. क्यों? Why? They are very suspicious. And
नहीं,
this is
even at
exactly what
home
I.
ना, इवन एट होम
Yeah,
कभी
go
आप
ahead.
घर पे भी कभी जोर से हंस दो ना, तो 10 लोग आके देखते हैं यार इतने जोर से कौन हंसता है. मतलब इवन इफ यू आर वाचिंग अ कॉमेडी प्रोग्राम, वंस इन 6 मंथ अगर आपने कभी हंस भी दिया ना, तो मतलब घर में आके बोलते क्या हो गया, आस्ते आस्ते आस्ते. मतलब दिस इज द
Right.
थिंग दैट लाफ्टर इज समथिंग दैट कहीं से बहुत, लाइक आई कैन से दैट आफ्टर एजेस आई हैव लाफ्ड, लाइक ऑन इन लाइव स्पेशली. मतलब हो जाता है नहीं, लाइव पे तो कैसे आप हंस सकते हो, यू हैव टू बी, यू हैव कम फॉर अ वेरी सीरियस डिस्कशन. So this is the first one live I can say that I could not control my laughter, and like I felt really good about it कि यार अच्छा लगा अंदर से, जैसे ना कि
So that's good.
though we
That is
cannot
what
see
it
each
is.
other's
You know?
faces, but I'm sure जब भी कोई conversation हो रही थी.
Yes, exactly. So
मेरे अकाउंट में 10,000 रुपए आ गए.
तो जाके
सुन भाई,
हाँ, तो जाके
Congratulations.
जांगिया बनियान वगैरह वगैरह कर दो और एडवर्टाइज कर दो, और क्या.
नहीं, अभी गुंजन जी ने ये डायलॉग बोला ना,
मैं बोले लगी
फर्स्ट
थी
टाइम
2-2 हजार
लाइव आई
सबको
ना,
दे दो.
मेरे अकाउंट में 10,000 रुपए आ गए.
Yeah,
हाँ,
oh, oh, so sweet. Thanks to you, Dhruva.
तो मेरे अकाउंट में
सौमिल जी,
मेरे
प्रियंका
अकाउंट
जी,
में क्या
why the
चीज
both of you are silent? Come on, let's go ahead with it. See, it is 2 hours are done. I'll wind it off at 2 hours 30 minutes. The stage is all yours. Let's go for it.
अरे पता चले कि फिर ध्रुवा, अगर मैं यहाँ पे रहा तो आई माइट बी थ्रेट टू यू. वो बोलेंगे कि जब तक विश्रुत नहीं आएगा तब हमको आएगा ही नहीं. ऐसा ना हो जाए. फिर तू मेरे को सलाह, वरुण के शो पे तू मेरे को वो गालियां देगा वगैरह वगैरह करेगा है. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए.
ये आता है ना रॉड, उसको ऐसा घुमा घुमा के जिधर भी है, आई विल गेट कनेक्टेड टू यू टुडे यार बाबा. मैं सीधा ऐसा टक आ जाओ भाई करके सीधा लेके आऊंगा आपको, डोंट वरी.
पहले ट्विटर पे तू मेरे को कनेक्ट कर पहले, ये मेरी कंडीशन है.
100% मैं ट्विटर पे कनेक्ट करूंगा. मेरा मोबाइल नंबर ही दे देता हूँ आपको, पर्सनल चैट में कनेक्ट करना है तो कर लो.
नहीं, ये फाइल दूसरा में, मेरा एक ही मोबाइल नंबर है. मेरे को ऐसे भी तू फिर तो किसी पता चले कि किसी बेवड़े को कह दे दिया और मेरे को फोन कर रहे हैं, बोले कि पैसे दो. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए.
अरे यार भाई, मेरे को तुम्हारा नंबर हाइड करके
अरे
टेलीग्राम
टांग
पे
खींच रहा
कनेक्ट
हूँ
कर यार भाई.
अबे मैं तेरी टांग खींच रहा हूँ. ऐसे ही मस्ती कर रहा हूँ यार. We have to have a light conversation, see like this. So, you know, अभी मेरे को एक जोक याद आ रहा है, जिसमें मैं वो रिलीजन पे था. पहले मेरे पास बहुत सारे नॉनवेज होते थे. ठीक है, तो मैं अभी आई वांट टू गो इनटू दैट. It's a public platform here, but if you permit, you know, I will take YouTubers, you know, in that case, you know, and I'll pick up on someone. Dhruva, up to I have to seek your permission before I say the joke.
No, there is no problem. You can go ahead. This is your platform, as I said. You can easily go ahead and speak anything what you want. जो होगा मैं देख लूंगा.
Ladies, are you okay with that? Saumil?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर, we are okay.
गुंजन कुछ बोली
Yeah,
नहीं.
okay.
या ओके यानी ये क्या हुआ? तो
नहीं,
are you
yeah,
serious?
okay.
Are you? हाँ
मैंने
तो
thumbs
एक
up किया
बार
था actually. मैंने thumbs up किया था, वो दिखा मुझे रियलाइज था कि कैमरा ऑन नहीं है.
देखो हंसी आए तो हंसना, वरना मत हंसना। ऐसे ही खाली खाली भी हंसने की जरूरत नहीं है जोक के बाद भी, कि हैं यार चलो ठीक ही था, ठीक ही था। तो वैसे मैं वैसे आर्टिफिशियली कभी हंसता नहीं हूँ, यानी हाँ पब्लिक में होता हूँ तो हंसना पड़ता है तो ऐसा नहीं है तो यानी बात ये है कि एक बार 3 यूट्यूबर निकल लिए, ठीक है, यानी दे पास्ट अवे। तो एक था, अभी किसी का नाम भी नहीं ले सकता मैं। एक था अपने क्या कहते हैं उसे,
एकता एक्स,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया।
एकता वाई, एकता जेड। कंटिन्यू।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, तो फिर मजा नहीं आएगा ना। तो
आएगा
एक
भाई,
एक
मजा सबको
था
आएगा।
अपने कर्नाटक से, अपने बेंगलोर से था ठीक है, एक बेंगलोर से था, एक अपने यूएस से था, और एक था दिल्ली से, ठीक है, समझ गए सब लोग।
हाँ ठीक है।
Okay.
हाँ
बैंगलोर से कौन है समझ में
तो
नहीं आया, यूएस और दिल्ली समझ में
जी.
आ गया।
बेंगलोर में जो पैदा हुआ था वो था। साले तू पैदा वहां हुआ था कि कहाँ हुआ था?
अब मेरा ही बजा दिया, ठीक है चलो आगे, लेट्स प्रोसीड।
चलो एक ध्रुव था, एक यूएस से था, और एक दिल्ली से था, ठीक है। तो वो यानी निकल लिए। God forbid, it's a joke. So, the guy from US, please pardon me. It is just a humor session. तो बीच में गए तो चेक पोस्ट है, वो ब्रह्मा का था। तो वो बोला कि ये क्या है, कि हम लोग को हमको स्वर्ग में जाना है। तीनों बोले कि हमको स्वर्ग में जाना है। तो ब्रह्मा के नहीं नहीं यार, ऐसे 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 नहीं, यहाँ पे टेस्ट देनी पड़ती। तो ब्रह्मा बोला कि ओके पहले ये बेंगलोर वाले से पूछा कि कुत्ता कैसे बोलता है। तो बेंगलोर ने बोला वाह वाह, ओके गुड, यू कैन गो टू स्वर्ग। फिर ये अपना यूएस यूएस वाला है। तो बोले कि बिल्ली कैसे बोलती है तो बोले म्याऊ म्याऊ, या गुड, गो। फिर अपना दिल्ली वाला है। तो ये चेक पोस्ट वाला कहता है कि हिपोपोटेमस कैसे बोलता है। तो बोलते क्या, हिपोपोटेमस, ये पता नहीं। तो बोले चल पक साले जहन्नुम में, तो उसको दोजक जहन्नुम हेल में उसको भेजा। वहां से उसके काफी सारे कॉन्टेक्ट्स वगैरह वगैरह थे, ठीक है तो वो वहां के जो भी वो शैतान होता था उसको बोला कि यार ये मेरे साथ गलत हुआ है, इनको इनको साला इजी इजी क्वेश्चन बोला, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, सबको इक्वल क्वेश्चन होना चाहिए, ये वगैरह वगैरह तो चेक पोस्ट वाला तो जानता ही था। तो बोले कि वो शैतान बोलते कि चल ठीक है, मैं अपना जैक लगाता हूँ, तो वी विल डू अ रीटेस्ट, एंड देन विल सी हाउ वी गो। तो वापस से तीनों को बुलाया। वो चेक पोस्ट का बंदा, जो ब्रह्मा का बंदा था या शिव का बंदा था, जो भी था, वो आके बोलता है कि ओके चलो, ये किसी का चिट्ठी आई हुई है ऊपर से, तो मेरे को आई टू आस्क यू अगेन एंड वी हैव टू डू अ रीटेस्ट। तो ये बेंगलोर वाला आता है उसको पूछता है कि ये पानीपत की लड़ाई कहाँ पे हुई थी। तो मैं वो बोलता है पानीपत में, कि गुड गुड वेरी गुड, चलो। यूएस वाला आता है उसको बोलता है कि पानीपत की लड़ाई में कितने सोल्जर्स मारे गए थे। तो वो कहता है 10,053। तो वाह परफेक्ट। तो दिल्ली वाला फिर वापस आता कि हाँ ये ये टफ था, ये मेरे को भी आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड एवरीथिंग। दिल्ली वाला आता है तो वो चेक पोस्ट वाला कहता है वो 10,053 के सबके नाम बोल। दी एंड। किसी को हंसी नहीं। एनीवे
नहीं, सब म्यूट पे थे यार, अगर सब म्यूट नहीं रह के एक बार हंसते ना पागल हो जाते।
Actually mute पे थे
But
सारे।
one thing here, Vishruth bhai, with all due respect to the panelists, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart यार। आपने अभी बोला
क्यों?
कि बैंगलोर वाले को पूछा कि कुत्ता क्या करता है, I would proudly say bow bow bow, because अगर कोई भी एक जानवर है जो बेवफा को भी वफा कर जाए वो कुत्ता है।
ये अभी इसने दिल पे ले लिया, ये साले ने अभी दिल पे ले लिया कि मेरे
दिल
को
पे
कुत्ता
नहीं
बोला।
लिया मैंने, I took it as a compliment. See, that is your perspective. I took it in the positive way. You are spreading negativity around it.
दिल पे मत ले, पता है ना कहाँ पे लेना है।
One second. We have 3 other people. Let's have voting session now. Priyanka ji, do you feel I took it as a compliment or I took it on my heart?
You took it lightly, very lightly.
गुंजन जी, आपका ख्याल क्या है?
You took it in a
Be
very
open.
positive
This is
manner.
open stage.
कि,
Unbiased. If you tell
dogs
I took
are
it
the
on my
most
heart, it's I took it on my
loyal
heart.
creatures.
अरे
नहीं,
ये सारे है ना ये जो
नहीं,
दुख था ना वो
I don't think you took it to heart. You took it in a very positive stride.
Okay. Saumil, what do you
और एक
feel?
करूं?
नहीं नहीं,
और एक
आप दिल पे ले ही नहीं सकते हो।
समझे भाई, मैंने बस उसमें थोड़ा कॉमेडी में और कॉमेडी ऐड किया, बिकॉज
Exactly. वो यानी ये तो है ना, अभी अपने पर्सनली ऐसे अपने मिलते हैं ना कभी कहीं पे, या अपने 5 लोग कहीं पे भी तो मैं पूरा अपना उसके साथ करता, क्योंकि दिस इज काइंड ऑफ ऑनलाइन, सो उसमें आई हैव टू कट डाउन, एडिट करना पड़ता है ना मेरा जो भी स्टाइल है उसके लिए।
नहीं, मैं सिंपल अभी बिकॉज दिस टॉपिक केम अप मैं बताता हूँ। सबने अपनी अपनी ट्रेजेडीज बताई ना, मेरी ट्रेजेडी मैं बताता हूँ। फ्रॉम द एज ऑफ 4 till the age of 16 I was home. Entire of my time I spent it with dogs. कुत्ते, ढेर सारे कुत्ते। My dad was fond of dogs, my mom was fond of dogs, and by heredity I was fond of dogs. तो जब मेरा एक दिन ऐसा आया when I needed someone the most, there was no one at home. I still remember my German Shepherd. His name was Sherry. He was the only one who came near the window and I was crying. I literally weeping at one incident. I will not tell what is that incident on a public platform. He was coming and licking my palm. This is why I said thank you for the compliment. It was nothing मैंने दिल पे नहीं लिया था. I took it super positive. I took it as what you say, the best gift you ever gave me.
ओके, फाइन इनफ। दूसरा जो सुनोगे वही तीनों पे।
उस तीनों में ना आप शहरों को भूल जाओ यार, XYZ बताओ, वरना मेरा बहुत ढोल बजेगा।
नहीं, उसमें डॉग नहीं है, उसमें डॉग नहीं है।
डॉग नहीं है, पर अपने को चाहिए नहीं, अपने को यूएस वाला भी नहीं चाहिए, अपने को दिल्ली वाला भी नहीं चाहिए, बैंगलोर वाला बिल्कुल भी नहीं चाहिए।
अबे the joke was meant to say these two were smart people. Bangalore and US people were very intelligent compared to the Delhi one. That was
दिल्ली का चीफ मिनिस्टर जब अरविंद केजरीवाल है, that should answer all the questions.
चलो तो अभी मिनिस्टर पे लेते हैं। चलो कौन से मिनिस्टर पे जो है तो मैं उस पे लेता हूँ।
अब बताओ कौन सा मिनिस्टर चाहिए, आप बताओ।
चलो मोदी, अमित और ये अपना कौन है, ये केजरीवाल,
राजनाथ सिंह।
नहीं, सॉरी, प्राइम मिनिस्टर पे लेते हैं। तो तो अपना महाराष्ट्र का सीएम लेते हैं, और ये कौन है, तो मोदी लेते हैं, और इज अ प्राइम मिनिस्टर। एंड बाकी कौन है? दूसरा
ले लो,
केजरीवाल ले लो
बहुत
सर,
सारे हैं।
केजरीवाल ले लो, केजरीवाल ले लो।
I need two good
केजरीवाल ले
and
लो
Not one bad.
प्लीज.
You
one
need
that I
two
need to
good and one
pick
bad.
up
I'll
on.
give you two good. Yogi Adityanath ले लो, आनंदीबेन पटेल ले लो,
मोदी ले लो। हाँ
मोदी प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, वो सीएम चाह रहे हैं।
अच्छा,
ओके चलो,
हुआ।
तो मोदी को ऐसे ओके 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 चलो चलो
बैड वाला
चलो
सीएम हमारा ले लो, केजरीवाल.
ओके 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 ऑलराइट. सो once upon a time as usual, you know, सारे निकल ही लेते हैं, ठीक है, यानी ये मर ही जाते हैं. ओके. तो केजरीवाल, आदित्यनाथ एंड कौन सा, अभी तो गुजरात में तो कोई और ही है ना, पता नहीं कौन है.
Some Z,
सॉरी हु.
Z.
हाँ नहीं नहीं, नाम के साथ, यानी दोनों का नाम लिया तो फिर वो जेड को
प्रमोद
बुरा
सावंत
लगता
का
है.
नाम लो, गोवा का सीएम.
कौन है?
गोवा का सीएम प्रमोद सावंत.
प्रमोद सावंत, प्रमोद, चलो ठीक है. सो ये अपना गोवा सीएम और दिल्ली सीएम और यूपी यूपी ना, आदित्यनाथ.
हाँ जी यूपी.
मैं देखो, ये मैं इंडिया का पॉलिटिक्स में इतना मेरा नहीं है, तो ओके. तो यूपी, गोवा और दिल्ली के सीएम यानी निकल लिए, ठीक है. और ऑब्वियसली दे ऑल वेंट टू स्वर्ग दिस टाइम, ठीक है. तो वहां पे स्वर्ग में गए तो यानी सब लोग देख रहे थे, वाह कहा जाओ जला लिए, यानी लाइट्स एंड एवरीथिंग एंड ऑल दिस पीपल वेरी नाइस, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, सब लोग ऐसे ऐसे कह रहे. तो वहां पे जो कार्यकर्ता था वो था, चलो मोदी ले लेते हैं, इवन दो दैट आई डू नॉट सॉर्ट ऑफ, बट फॉर दिस जोक सेक, मोदी वहां पे एक बेंच डेस्क पे बैठा था, इंफॉर्मेशन डेस्क, ठीक है. इंफॉर्मेशन होते हैं जहाँ भी अपने कंट्री में कोई दूसरी जगह जाते हो तो बोलते हैं इंफॉर्मेशन, तो वहां पे था. तो वो कहता है कि सब लोग ऐसे कह रहे, तीन लोग वहां गए और बोले कि ये स्वर्ग है, राइट? तो मोदी से यप इट इज. तो कि यानी यानी यहाँ क्या होता है, तो वो कहता है कि आपकी जो जो भी इच्छा है ना, आपको जो भी the kind of a very compelling wish that you have in your which you could not achieve in your when you were alive, you could fulfill them here for 10,000 years. So you have to think about it before you ask for it, and we will grant you that wish. ये स्वर्ग का ये रूल है. तो सारे तीन लोग डिस्कस करने लगे कि यार ये तो मस्त है यार, हम लोग जो जहाँ पे रह रहे थे तो उसमें तो कुछ नहीं हुआ, यानी क्या व्हाट. तो पहले आया योगी, यूपी सीएम. ही सेड ओके, मुझे फल खाने हैं, because when I was CM I did that, whatever, when I was CM मुझे कुछ मिल नहीं रहा था, I was very busy helping blah 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 blah. तो बोला कि ओके, रूम नंबर 1 में जाओ and I will lock it, your wish is fulfilled. तो वो रूम में गया, all types of fruits he had, okay, and he was very happy, he was there. Second number, अपने गोवा का CM, I don't know him, but as you say, he's a sort of nice guy. So, yep, okay. तुम्हें क्या चाहिए? तो कहेगा मैंने जवानी में I had a dream to sort of go out to pubs. गोवा में तो ऐसे होते हैं, पर as a CM I could not, मैंने शराब कभी ट्राई नहीं की. सब लोग कहते हैं कि मजा आता है उसके अंदर, ये वगैरह वगैरह. तो मुझे शराब चाहिए और मेरा मनपसंद खाना चाहिए. तो वो मोदी कहता है ओके रूम नंबर 2 गो इन देयर, जाता है तो सारे ऑल द ब्रांड्स, बिग ब्रांड्स एवरीथिंग, बहुत लंबी, लाइक इट्स काइंड ऑफ ह्यूज रूम एंड फॉर 10 years इट्स काइंड ऑफ इनफ, और खाना भी, देयर वाज अ शेफ एंड एवरीथिंग व्हाटएवर ही वांटेड, दैट्स गुड। लास्ट आया अपना दिल्ली सीएम, उसने बड़ी अपना मोदी कहता है कि व्हाट डू यू वांट, मैंने तो ये मफलर बफलर वगैरह वगैरह ये सब करके करके किया, पर दिल्ली में धुआं भी बहुत हो रहा था, पॉल्यूशन भी बहुत हो रहा था, मैंने सारा, मेरे को सिगरेट चाहिए, मैंने वो कभी ट्राई नहीं की, धुआं तो मैंने बहुत कर लिया, तो मेरे को सिगरेट चाहिए, तो मुझे आई जस्ट वांट टू स्मोक एंड आई एम अ स्मोकर टू बाय द वे एज यू गाइस ऑल नो, मुझे सिगरेट चाहिए, सारे अलग अलग ब्रांड्स की टॉप नॉच सिगरेट चाहिए। मोदी कहता है यप ऑल गुड थैंक यू, रूम नंबर 3 गो इन देयर विल लॉक इट, जाते तो इतने बड़े 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 एकदम स्टैक्स पे स्टैक्स सारी ब्रांड्स की सिगरेट वो थी, ओके गए हो गया। फास्ट फॉरवर्ड आफ्टर 10 years, पहले अपने यूपी सीएम का दरवाजा खुलते, he was very happy, he put on lot of weight because he was eating fruits, if you guys remember, so connect, stay alive, don't just lose। okay how was it, तो बड़ा मजा आया, all good, very nice, he was very happy। रूम नंबर 2 गोवा सीएम, ऐसे निकल के it was 3 times more than his weight because शराब था और फूड था, तो लगा कैसा रहा, बड़ा मजा आया, मुझे और चाहिए, ऐसा ऐसा उसने कुछ ऐसा वगैरह बोला, ठीक है, वो धर्मेंद्र के तो ओके ओके लास्ट दरवाजा तीसरा नंबर 3 ही ओपन द डोर, केजरीवाल वहीं पे बैठा था, सुख लकड़ी एकदम और आंखें लाल गुस्से से और गालियों पे गाली, माँ बहन वगैरह वगैरह एक्सेट्रा। तो मोदी बोलता है कि क्या हुआ, तूने बोला तो सिगरेट चाहिए, मैं साले तूने मेरे को सिगरेट तो दी पर लाइटर तेरा बाप देगा,
This is the practical reality of politics today.
Yeah, so he did not ask for, as I said, that he asked for, they said like you ask very carefully what you want and that wish will be granted. इसने सिर्फ स्मोक मारा। ये तो सारे वेज जोक थे, but anyway, people tend to envy jokes. All right, guys, I hope I have enjoyed it. This
Yes,
show.
sir, we
And I
enjoyed
hope
a lot. We laughed a lot.
Really had a nice session.
सारे लोग अभी भी ढीला ढीला ही बोल रहे हैं, ये रियली लाइक ऐसा नहीं है, थोड़ा जोश से बोलो यार। प्रियंका
एक्चुअली
जोश से बोलो,
बाकियों का नहीं पता, मैं तो पूरा हम तो हंसे जा रहे
मैंने
थे,
तो जो
म्यूट पे
बोला
था
उसमें थोड़ा
आधे
गालियां
टाइम।
अपने अपने दिमाग से ऐड कर लेता, ठीक है, तो फिर
आप
तो
बहुत
ज्यादा हंसी
अच्छे
आएगी।
से जोक सुनाते हो।
हाँ, ये तो वेज था, उसमें हंसी कम आती है, पर अपने गालियां बीच में घुसा देना तो इट विल बी मच मोर फन।
नहीं, आप बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्रेस करते
जैसे
हो
चूचा
जोक्स
है,
को,
माँ है,
लाइक थिएट्रिकल
सारी अपने आप से सोचते Abhi,
बहुत
Dhruv, your
काफी
time
वक्त के
to
बाद
tell me
मैं
something.
इतना
You tell me a
जोर
joke.
जोर के
You tell
हंसी.
me a joke. If you remember of any joke that you have heard of, you know, in your past or anything, you tell me. Or either of you, you know, 4 people here. Somil, you were saying something.
No, I was just saying that I enjoyed the jokes and I think you should come in all the shows. थोड़ा सीरियस टॉपिक से लेके हम एंड थोड़ा एकदम हंसी मजाक से कर सकते हैं.
Okay, I'll tell a joke now.
Yes.
Okay. Once what happens is there are 3 friends.
हिंदी में
Somebody,
बोले, इंग्लिश में वैसे मेरे को जोक में समझ में नहीं आता. हिंदी में बोल.
okay, 3 दोस्त थे.
हम्म.
एक कन, अरे यार क्या भाई मेरा मामू बना रहा है क्या, सबसे बड़ा जोक आप ही ने किया. हिंदी में बोलेगा, आपको इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कर क्या रहे हो, उधर हिंदी किसको समझ में आती है, एक आदमी का नाम बताओ आपका घर को छोड़ के.
ए ध्रुव, अभी मैं इंग्लिश में यही मैंने जोक सुना है. ठीक है, अभी मैं इंग्लिश में सुना था. Once upon a time, there was these 3 guys there, and then this guy asked for a smoke, and then he was very furious, and he said, "Who will give me the lighter?" तो पूरा जगह अपना जो मस्ती है वो साला हिंदी में ही है ना, अंग्रेजी तो सब लोग बोलते हैं. पूरा दिन साला मैं अंग्रेजी में बोलते बोलते थक गया हूँ साला मेरे जॉब पे.
नहीं भाई, ये जोक थोड़ा अंग्रेजी में हिंदी में बोलता हूँ पर अंग्रेजी में है. I'll use the names in English. Fine. Not you, not me. Let's have it in between.
अच्छा तो ओके, अप टू यू मैन. सॉरी. फिर ये बुरा लग जाएगा, फिर मेरे को एक बात कर देगा.
नहीं, बुरा लगने वाली कोई बात नहीं है. तो एक टाइम पे ना क्या होता है,
अबे मैं मस्ती कर रहा हूं. दिस इज व्हाट आई एम मैन. आई एम जोकिंग. आई एम नेवर सीरियस मैन.
नहीं भाई, 3 दोस्त होते हैं, somebody, nobody and crack. एक बहुत बड़ा झगड़ा होता है तीनों दोस्तों में. तो somebody गुस्सा आके nobody को मार देता है. क्रैक पूरा सीरियस सिचुएशन में पुलिस स्टेशन भाग के जाके इंस्पेक्टर के सामने कंप्लेंट लिख रहा है, somebody killed nobody करके. तो एफआईआर आने के टाइम पर पूछता है हवलदार, क्या है सर, somebody ने nobody को मार दिया करके. तो पुलिस वाला पूरा गुस्सा आके पूछता है, आर यू अ क्रैक? वो उठ के, यस सर. मेरा नाम आपको कैसे पता चला वो बताओ.
गुड वन मैन. Good one. Okay, now Gunjan, your turn.
I am very bad at jokes. मेरे को नहीं.
अरे चींटी का भी वो
हमने
लोग
छोटे
हाथी पादा
होते
और
जोक सुना था.
हाथी पादा और वो चींटी उड़ गई, ऐसा तो था ना.
नहीं उससे भी थोड़ा हाई लेवल का जोक है. छोटे होते हमने सुना था कि एक आदमी होता है, वॉशरूम में जाता है तो जोर से आवाज आती है, तो वाइफ पूछती है कि क्या हो गया, बिनैन गिर गई थी. तो कहता है अच्छा इतनी जोर की आवाज कैसे आई, कहते बिनैन के अंदर मैं भी था. आई एम वेरी बैड एट जोक्स.
No. There was a precursor to that as well.
Any pathetic.
Yes, I remember. Yes. Priyanka, your turn. This is nice. हमारे वहां पे धोती था कि गिर गया था कि क्या हो गया कि धोती गिर गई. हाँ ऐसा था. यस.
हाँ. छोटे होते सुना था यही जोक्स हमारे यहाँ चलते रहते थे.
Yes. Even the Hathi Chitti's jokes are the best one, best one. Do you know Priyanka? Is she there or is she there? Priyanka, you there?
No, Priyanka basically is facing some issues with the internet and the power connection. So, yeah, I told you I will be winding it off. At, yeah, she's audible now. Priyanka, go ahead.
क्या डिस्कस हो रहा था एक्चुअली, कनेक्शन नहीं था बीच में.
Joke.
You tell. Like Gunjan said a really nice one. Like it made me remind like when I was like the best jokes. Those jokes.
सर मैं जोक्स में इतनी ज्यादा अच्छी नहीं हूँ. आई एम नॉट गुड एट jokes
Oh,
and all.
everyone is nice with
Very
everyone.
serious.
If you are heard of
Uh,
some, if you remember, come
okay.
on.
एक अ, एक बंदा होता है, वो दूसरे बंदे से पूछता है कि अ, कौन सी कास्ट के लोग अच्छे होते हैं, मतलब ये ब्राह्मण अच्छे होते हैं, ये अच्छे होते हैं, वो अच्छे. तो वो अपने गेस्ट से बोलता है, सर बनिए अच्छे होते हैं. तो उसको रीजन पूछता है कि क्यों. तो बोलता है, सर मैं जहां जाता हूँ मैंने बस एक ही लाइन पढ़ी है कि देश के अच्छे नागरिक बनिए. इसलिए बनिए.
Nice, man. Very nice. जिनको
देश
पता
के
चला,
अच्छे नागरिक बनिए, इसलिए बनिए
बनिए
अच्छे
बड़े
होते
खुश हो
हैं.
जाएंगे.
yes, I got it. Yes, man. Very nice, man. Like, so many categories of these jokes, man. So, Somil, you are don't left out. Don't be left out.
Shomil
No,
bhai,
no, sir,
Shomil bhai, even
yeah,
before you start, the next 3 minutes are
no, sir,
yours. Bhai,
I don't remember any jokes, but
nahin, Shomil bhai, the next 3 minutes are yours. The entire platform is yours. Speak out whatever you want to and end the show today. I will be here. I'll give it a closing later. But you end the show your style today.
Yes.
Over to you.
no, I actually don't have much to say. But yeah, really, I enjoyed the show, speaking and to everybody, connecting with people whom we don't even know personally. That itself is like very relieving for me. मुझे तो 2-3 दिन से बहुत मजा आ रहा है सुन के. Like I have become actually less active on Twitter and more active on Dhruv's show. Previously it was like ट्विटर पे बहुत ज्यादा मैं एक्टिव था. अभी तो जब से ध्रुवा जी का शो अटेंड कर रहा हूँ, आई एम मोर एक्टिव हियर. एंड
एक
इवन
जोक
माय
तो
मदर
बताऊं
वाज आस्किंग कि किससे बात कर रहे हो इतने टाइम से. आई सेड नो, वी आर स्पीकिंग ऑन अ यूट्यूब प्लेटफॉर्म. अच्छा, तुम इतना बोलते भी हो? अच्छा, हाँ, आई स्पीक. इट्स जस्ट दैट पीपल आर नॉट अवेयर.
correct. My brother is exactly same, and I swear on my daughter. Okay, there is no such thing called introvert or extrovert. There is no such thing called depression or oppression.
Yes.
The only thing which is suppression.
Yeah.
Suppression gives birth to depression. So my personal experience, as I said, so you are doing, like I'm very overwhelmed at this stage that I'm connecting with like-minded people, and we are sharing laughter, we are sharing ideas, and we are sharing our stories at the same time. And I thank you, Dhruv, for having this channel. But I will not let you leave Sawmill without a joke. I'm sure you would have heard it. So don't tell me that you have not heard any jokes in your life.
I have heard, but
Unless
I
you are
don't
3 year
remember.
old. Unless you are 3 year old.
No, seriously, I seriously don't remember also anything.
Hat, you are just lying, man.
No, I
Look,
said I
come
have
on.
heard, but I don't remember.
Nah, Swamil, I'll help you out. I'll help you out. Just say life is a joke. That's the biggest joke.
Yes. Just
Anyways, on that
tell
note,
about the incidents where you laugh on yourself. Tell us about the incident. वो थोड़ा संभाल के, वैसा नहीं कि बाथरूम में मैंने कपड़े पहन के नहा लिया, वैसा 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 भी चलता है, पर भूल गए कपड़े उतारने को. समथिंग दैट यू लाफ्ड ऑन योर ओन लाइफ. मैंने किया है ऐसा. मैंने सोचा कि सर मेरे को ये शावर का मेरे को मजा क्यों नहीं आ रहा है, लाइक फिर देखा कि अंडर गारमेंट आई पता बेसिकली. जॉब पे जाना था, वकील आ गया, मेरी बीवी ने बोला कि What the hell, man? Now you will, you know, wash it yourself. That is something that I remember, and it was a very stressful time at that time, like 7-8 years ago, where मेरे मीटिंग थी सुबह 6 बजे की रखी थी, और I had to leave by 5 to catch a train of 5:05, और मैं 4:30 बजे उठ गया था. उठते ही सीधा अंदर गया, एंड देन आई टुक द शावर, एंड यार कुछ तो गलत है यार, क्या है यार, ऐसे मैं आधी नींद में था, पता नहीं कि सपने देख रहा था वगैरह वगैरह. पता चला कि सारा वो रो, ओके ये है. So something like that, you know, you can always
Very
share.
funny, yeah. One funny incident that I remember from my school days is that हमारे स्कूल में like whenever I think class 8th या 9th का इंसिडेंस है कुछ, हमारे एक सर हुआ करते थे बहुत खड़ूस मैथ्स के, और anyways I hate that subject. तो उनके घर में आई थिंक किसी की डेथ हुई थी और वो बाल मुंडवा के कुछ आए थे, एंड आई हैड अ हैबिट ऑफ मेकिंग पेपर रॉकेट्स एंड थ्रोइंग. तो कुछ हमारा स्कूल छूटा था और लास्ट में हम निकल रहे थे, और मैंने पेपर रॉकेट बना के मेरे फ्रेंड पे जो फ्रंट बेंच पे था उसके ऊपर मैंने एम करके मारा था, और वो जाके हमारे सर के टकले पे जाके टकराया. बट मैं बच गया उसमें बिकॉज मैं नीचे झुक गया और किसी और को उन्होंने देख लिया, एंड दैट पर्सन गॉट बीटन अप बाय आवर सर.
किसी और की शामत आ गई.
Well, that's a good thing. See, you know what I did? That's a really good thing. Like I was when I was, baby. I can't say baby, but when I was young, in grade 7 or so, एक बंदा था, वो बुली कर रहा था मेरे को, यानी बहुत. तो मैं भी I was kind of I can't say that I was introvert. I was always like this.
Guys, 1 second, please. Vishuddhi, I am Priyanka. I'm
Yeah.
going off stream because I'm getting a call. Anything required, you
Okay.
please message me. I will just be back.
ओके.
तो मेरे स्कूल में मैं था, और वो बंदा यानी I was talkative and he was kind of over talkative. So at that time वो mindset होता है ना वो बच्चों में, क्या आया ये या मेरे से. So I was kind of little bit of having a threat against that guy. कि ओके यानी ये बंदा यानी ये मेरे से ज्यादा ऐसे ऐसे कर रहा है, ऐसे ऐसे. तो वो जेलसी बोल दो, अपने अभी भी है, humans, right? I was in grade 5, grade 7,
Right.
so I can't remember it. But I remember this incident. क्लास में बैठे थे, और वो मेरे आगे, वो हमारे उसमें ऐसा होता था कि जो होमवर्क नहीं करता ना, जो होमवर्क करता है उसको आगे पीछे वैसे ऐसे करते थे, राइट गर्ल्स? you and you too,
Yeah.
Swami.
राइट.
Yes.
होमवर्क नहीं करता उनको पीछे, जो नहीं करता वो उनके सरनेम के हिसाब से वो पीछे बिठाते थे, और जो करते थे और वो जिनका अच्छा होता था उनको आगे, और वो चेंज होता रहता था. जब मैं करता था मेरे को आगे बिठाते थे, नहीं करते थे. एनीवे, तो मैंने वो सोचा, एंड ही वाज बुलिंग मी, लाइक ये ऐसे करता है. कभी मेरी वो इलास्टिक वाली चड्डी पहन के जाता था तो वो उतार देता था. I said, what the hell, man? और सब लोग लड़कियां वगैरह हंसते थे. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I will get back to you. तो हमारा वो टाइम पे क्राफ्ट करके एक सब्जेक्ट होता था. अभी तो नहीं है. I don't think that even you girls, you are very young. So
नहीं, क्राफ्ट तो अभी भी है.
क्राफ्ट का है अभी स्कूल में.
यस 8th स्टैंडर्ड तक तो यहाँ पे तो है.
That's good, man. I'm very happy. तो उसमें वो गम वगैरह पेपर वो लेके जाना पड़ता था, राइट? लाइक you have to take your own. हमारे वहाँ पे वैसा था. हमारे वहाँ पे वो पब्लिक था, यानी वो मैं पब्लिक स्कूल में नहीं था, सेमी प्राइवेट जैसे बोलते हैं ना, उसमें था. फीस भी कम होती है, थोड़ा बहुत गवर्नमेंट से थोड़ा बहुत मिल जाता था, चिल्लर वगैरह उसमें. तो वो कैमलिन का ब्लू कलर की डब्बी आती थी गम की, कैमलिन ऐसा नाम था, है ना? अभी भी. हाँ सर, दैट्स गुड. तो वो दिया हुआ था, तो यानी सबको ऐसे ग्रुप ऐसे बिठाए थे और बोले कि जिसको जिसको चाहिए, तुम्हें पता नहीं क्या बनाना था, आई कांट इवन रिमेम्बर, कि ये है यहाँ से लेना है। तो मैंने क्या किया कि आई टुक दैट, यू नो, दैट बॉटल, और उसमें ब्रश जैसा होता था कि ब्रश से यू हैव टू लाइक ब्रश इट अप, यू नो, उसके जो डिब्बे के अंदर ही होता था, वो ब्लैक कलर का उसका कैप होती थी, तो उसके वो निकालो और ऐसे ऐसे पेस्ट करो अपने पेपर पे और चिपकाओ। तो मैं तो अपना काम कर रहा था, वो जो बंदा आगे था वो भी वॉज वेरी 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 बिजी, लाइक यू नो, इन डूइंग दैट। तो मैंने वो लगा लगा के ड्रॉप्स उसके बाल में डाल दिए। And he could not even, because he was too much focused on his task, that, you know, मैं विश्रुत से जल्दी बनाऊंगा जो भी बनाना था, ऐसा तो कुछ था, ये पता नहीं कोई बोट बनानी थी या कोई कैट बनाना था, कुछ तो था ऐसे कट कट करके। तो मैं तू कर ले, कोई बात नहीं। So I did that and I put drops and drops. I don't know, I think 15, 20, I don't know, many drops in his hair, and he had a very thick hair. तो देन वो तो वैसे सूखने को आया, तो फिर उसको ऐसा लगा कि ये यानी कुछ तो हो रहा है, तो वो खुद जलाने लगा। फिर उसने लगा कि ओ साला ये क्या हो गया, व्हाट द हेल इज दैट। फिर उसने ऑब्वियसली, मैं इतना मूर्ख था कि मैं पीछे ही बैठा था साला, है तो कौन कर सकता है, मैं ही हूँगा। इतनी बुद्धि नहीं थी कि मैं साला यहाँ मैं खिसक जाऊं और किसी को कर दूं, यू नो। तो उसने बोला कि टीचर ये कुछ लगा दिया है। तो टीचर ने आके धकेला साला, इतना मारा मेरे को। और वो टाइम पे तो सारा टीचर मारते थे, यू नो, और लेडी टीचर थी। 4-5 चाटे मिले, बट आई वाज हैप्पी टू से ओके साले अभी तेरे को पता चला ना कि एवर सिंस दैट यू नो दैट गाय वाज लाल लाल हो गए थे मेरे गाल। फिर भी मैंने उसको बोला कि मैं रो भी रहा था क्योंकि सब लोग देख रहे थे, सबके सामने मारते थे, यू नो, सब लड़कियां बॉयज, और वो को एजुकेशन था, तो सबके सामने मेरे को थप्पड़ चपाट मारे, यू नो, बिकॉज दे वांटेड टू क्रिएट एन एग्जांपल कि डोंट डू लाइक दिस। तो मैं तो रोते रोते, मुझे ये मेरे ब्रेन में है, वो एकदम वो छप गया है कि मेरे को सबके सामने मेरे जिल्लत के पकोड़े हुए, यू नो, खाने पड़े मेरे को। वो भी किसान सॉस के साथ। तो मैं बोला ओके, पर वो बंदा तब से he was kind of normal, he had his distance from me, so it was a good thing, so that was a very funny experience. ध्रुव कहाँ गया, संडास में तो नहीं गया?
He would have
कुछ
realized कि आप
फोन
किसी
आया
के
है, I
साथ
think.
करोगे
अच्छा,
तो वो
मुझे लगा पार्टी करने गया होगा, पता नहीं, I don't know. Anyway,
हमने भी सर बड़ी मस्ती की है बचपन में। आई वाज जब हम नाना नानी के
वही है
घर
ना,
जाते थे
अगर आप
yeah, go
किसी
स्पेशली,
on.
के
तब
साथ
बहुत
करते हो
मस्ती करते
9 times
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry, Dhruv. I
guys.
thought like you went to potty.
Priyanka ji, guys, Gunjan ji, Priyanka ji, Saumil ji, Vishrut ji. Let's have one
हाँ
round
जी,
of
हाँ जी।
closing comments because I got an urgent call. I got to rush out somewhere. I'm continuously on YouTube since 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 continuous hours. So let's have one round of closing comments. We'll have
Absolutely
this
fine.
discussion as
तू फोन पे था तो सॉरी तो एडिट कर देना, ये वीडियो एडिट कर देना। मैं मेरे को लगा कि यू नो यू माइट हैव गॉन टू संडास और समथिंग।
no. What's up? Not there is nothing called as edit in this. I told you right. It's an open platform for everyone. जो बात करना है बिंदास करो। That's it. See भाई, दिल से निकले हुए हर इमोशन का जो इज्जत करता है ना, वो इंसान होता है। That is my closing comment for the show. Guys, go ahead with your closing comments, please. Vishrut ji, I start with you.
Okay, so closing comment is to wrap up what I just said to all of you guys, that you know, past is past. Present is present. Future is something that you cannot predict, because future could become is equivalent to your present. So you live in your present life. You don't know your future. You know your past. So forget about future कि मुझे ये करना है, वो करना है, मैं कैसे करूँगा. We have very good examples in today's. So please stay in present, live your life, laugh as much as you can. ऐसे आर्टिफिशियली भी नहीं है भी नहीं करना है, क्योंकि वो लाफ्टर क्लब्स भी बहुत सारे स्कैमस्टर्स हैं. हाँ 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 हाँ, वो अंदर सारे रोते हैं, मेरी बीवी के साथ जाना पड़ेगा अभी, ये यानी क्या, there is no such thing. So laugh when it comes really from your heart and your mind. They both will, when it comes to laughter, both your mind, your brains rather, and your heart will become one. And you love your life. It's very precious. You love animals, non-humans. You try to help them. It will give you a good benefit. A benefit is not in terms of monetary. I will never ever say that, but it will give you peace. It will give you happiness. So that's the biggest benefit that one can ever have, by loving and caring for anything which is non-human, which includes insects, creepy crawlies, uh, and we call it pets, dogs, cats, वगैरह वगैरह. So that's all I wanted to say. And be yourself, be confident, because you are individual. There is no one like you in this world. You are unique. IT में कोई है तो it is called a primary key, database की term में. You are unique. Fingerprint जैसे unique होती है ना, you are unique. No one is like you. So you should be proud of yourself. I am proud of myself that मेरे जैसा कोई नहीं है. बाढ़ में गए खान, बाढ़ में गए ये, बाढ़ में गए वो, बाढ़ में गए विश्रुत, बाढ़ में गए गुंजन, बाढ़ में गए वो. Whatever they think, I am what I am. So everyone on this panel think that way, and you will then realize how life is beautiful. Sorry, I just gave out the secret, one of the secrets that I follow.
Thank you for that. Soumil, your closing comments, please. Soumil?
Yeah, sir. So my closing comment is also the same, like, stay positive and जैसे हिंदी में कहते हैं स्वस्थ रहो मस्त रहो. That's it.
Okay,
Good.
nice. Priyanka ji. Madam ji.
Am I audible?
Every
Am I
time
audible?
am I audible? You are perfectly audible. Continue.
अरे कभी चला जाता है ना नेटवर्क, क्या करे. It's
अभी
actually big
बताएंगे ना
problem
चला
क्योंकि
गया
यहाँ
करके. Closing comment.
storm. So it was a good session. Fun. विश्रुत जी अच्छा लगा आपसे. मेरी तो खैर पहली बार इतनी बात हुई है. I have not spoken to you that much. It's a good session and I think we should keep such sessions also, जहाँ पे हंसी मजाक और थोड़ा फन हो सके.
Absolutely. We will have comedy nights with, what do you say? Comedy nights with the common man, something like that. Because Kapil has run away, right? We boycotted Kapil. We'll have something like that. Gunjanji, your closing comments, please. Gunjanji.
Yeah, I will just say two things. First, when people like us who have gone through some experiences, we hear people like Priyanka or Rekha ji, and different perspectives. So we kind of get to what we can do even right now in our personal lives. And yes, second thing, I have laughed like this without any inhibition after I years. And I can say this for all, even if we were our cameras were on, we could not see each other, we had an ear to Vishruj, and the session was like laughter is the best medicine, I can say. And we have forgotten to smile. And at least I had forgotten to smile, so I what the session, it
Thank you,
was really
panelists.
great.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much for the comment. Thank you, panelists. Thank you, Priyanka ji. Thank you, Gunjan ji. Thank you, Saumil ji. Thank you, Vishrut ji. This is the longest I think you were on any show. This is your show, brother. You can come anytime. I just got to wind off this show because the breaking news, the common man who challenged the authority, the common man
Absolutely.
who, no, the common man who tried to make the difference feel in London, the common man who's going to be my next guest. I have to discuss his agenda out with him on the show. I will have a solid show for you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time. Jai Hind, Alvida, take care, curtains.
सबको
Jai
जय
Bharat.
भारत. Thank you.
Yes, Jai
Bye bye.
Bharat.
Jai Hind.
Thank you.
Jai
Thank you.
Bharat.